Hey, YouTube, how's it going? It's me, Rob D. Boo! If anybody didn't get that reference, unlucky.
Yeah.
You're not as old as me. Well done. Okay, so this is mainly for the benefit of Craig from Kent Bay Reviews, and probably for the people who see this after we finish and before. And I'm probably too drunk to remember to make the video private again. So God bless you. And
there'll be that sort of sweet few hours where it's still active.
Yes, it's slightly illicit, kind of like illicit stuff, like my poorly judged uploading of episodes of Fuck That's Delicious to keep private, so I could then watch them on my phone. That didn't work.
No,
It just got picked up as copyrighted things. I'm like, hang on. But I was just going to watch them on my phone on my way to work. My illegal downloads. Thank you very much. Illegally download is my business. Thank you very much, YouTube. But yes, so you never know. Especially after, it's probably inspired by Simon's. There was a video that Simon put on the other day where he does a bit of singing. So probably when we break into song at some point and with our perfect renditions that YouTube will pick up on the copyright of that, and be like, wow, were they playing that music live on a live feed? God, they were great singers, those guys. So, as we were saying just before we came on, I've got a can of Whiplash Sunshine Underground, not underground, underground. It's a lemon smoothie pale ale, and there are all the things that are in it. And it smells and tastes pretty much like lemon meringue pie, which that's my response. Earlier on, I had this, which was brought back for me from Alaska by Stuart Pickard, and that was absolutely fucking amazing. And it turned out it was canned like last year. Oh no, yeah, packaged in February, middle of February, and it's tasted fresh as daisy. So that's from Anchorage, Alaska. That was amazing. I've got another one on the go, but it's 10%, so I'm not going to drink. I didn't realize it was 10% because I didn't realize that double IPAs were still 10%. 8.5.
Yeah.
8.5. That's a triple.
Exactly. Actually, I'll send Craig a link so he can watch. I mean, we're doing this for his benefit, as he's currently sharing a room with his daughter, wife, and mother-in-law.
Oh God!
Small mercies, small mercies, isn't it?
We're just here to entertain Craig.
Exactly.
Yes.
Are you not entertained?
Well, go and watch something else then.
Nice reference.
We'll get copyrighted now for the perfect gladiator reference.
Perfect rendition.
I'm like, was that Russell Crowe?
So, biggest thing I learnt today is that Kanye West still watches porn on the internet. I didn't expect that.
Good old Kanye.
Where would you expect him to watch it?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Good point. Through someone's window.
What's the VHS?
Viable question.
Yeah, VHS.
Nick did dad's VHS.
Just keep it real, yeah.
Yeah. That your dad doesn't know you know about.
No, they were mine. They were certainly mine. Yes, so that was a surprise, and his response to it was like it was a Jimmy Kimmel interview, and he went on to say, "So what categories do you kind of like prefer?" And he did divulge which he liked, which me and Peter are also fans of, as it happens.
Yes,
good taste, Kanye. And then he like, Jimmy Kimmel's like, no, you don't have to do that. He's like, hey. What's the point in being Kanye West if you can't dissect categories on porn websites? I'm like, you're fucking damn right. Yes.
Yeah, keep it honest.
He's
Kanye,
like, yeah.
Keep it real.
Exactly.
He avoids one video in particular.
Oh yeah, there's that one video.
Well, that's funny, isn't it? I mean, yeah, if you're still being entertained in that way, and that's essentially how your wife became famous.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird, isn't it?
But I talk when that like out of context ad pops up on the right hand corner of the screen. If it's not the 3D stuff, it's the celebrity stuff.
3D. I mean, this is a beer channel, but I mean, we're talking about the finer points of pornography on the internet.
Pornography and popular culture.
Just the whole wearing 3D, the like card glasses.
Oh, the VR stuff.
Yeah.
No, just literally an old fashioned red.
Oh, no, that's a genre that needs to be exploited.
Someone's about to do it, aren't they?
My imagination's going wild with it at the moment. I am gonna check if we actually have got people commenting. There's nobody watching, so why is anybody commenting? Well, comments. We've had no comments so far.
Yeah. Just a comment from YouTube themselves. Soon.
Yeah. ...
Apparently, one person's watching, but I think that's me. Comments not spam. Oh, is it private? Oh, I think it might be still private.
You'll have to refresh it, and then it'll show the live feed.
It's saying it's private.
Yeah, it likes to do that sometimes. Because it's thrown me off a few times when I've done live stuff, and I'm looking at the comments.
Private. It's still saying private. Oh, that might pan out actually for the best.
Yes, none of you filthy degenerates deserve to have an opinion.
What I mean, if that's what it takes to get the views, I mean, I don't even know how to make it public. Is it something you do before this point?
I'm not too sure.
I've never heard about that. Unless it's like a new thing.
I mean, I've had like the message where it says comments are disabled, but then once
underneath private. Oh well, that's fine. I'm okay with that. As I said, I've sent Craig the link, so I don't feel as inhibited now.
Yeah, Rob's got one of the few legitimate channels left. And...
well, you say that. Yeah. Craig probably can't comment then as well, but he's probably not watching because his mother-in-law wants to watch something else on his phone in bed next to him.
They're all huddled around the phone
for warmth. I've come off and there's one viewer, so maybe that is Craig. Is that Craig Samuels? Is it? If it's not, it's somebody else in our chat.
Yeah, because we were supposed to be doing this with Harry, but he was a bit selfish and put his work commitments before his friendships.
What a bastard.
What an absolute twat.
What an arse. What an absolute pillock.
Should be more use of that word, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
No, I have no idea how I made this private. Live IT problems. Live IT problems. How entertaining is it?
I think it'd be great if it's not actually private and then people are watching. Let's go. Is it private?
Like, why are they not reading our fucking comments?
What are they talking about?
Well, it says live now. Private. Oh, do I just untick it or something? Edit. Yes. Well, shall we go public?
So we weren't actually streaming to anyone this whole time.
We have been glittering porn chat. That would be heard by.
That'd be so funny if when we actually go public, we word for word recreate every conversation we've just had.
Just because it was gold, that's why mainly. I think they are. Well, I had all that really good intro at the start as well.
That was really good.
No, it was really
polished.
I know. I felt like I'd really upped my game at that point.
How we just for us in the memory.
Same old shit.
We'll take that moment with us.
Oh, we are live, and it's got chat on everything. Yay! Hey, YouTube, how's it going? It's me, Rob D.
I'd so laugh if we were actually live the whole time.
Look at
So we're just doing it again.
Hey, guys.
Hey Rob, did you open a 10% beer by mistake by any chance?
Yes. So, YouTube, I don't know how this works. I've just made it private at the start by mistake because I'm an idiot. I've got a can of this is for people who missed our chat about the finer points of internet porn. See, you missed the good shit. You know, you're talking about the boring beer bits. That's Sunshine Underground, not underground, under the ground. Lemon smoothie pale ale, and it smells and tastes like lemon meringue pie. So if you get the chance to get this, do. It's lovely.
Very nice.
What about you two, gents? What are you drinking?
It said lemon drop. Is lemon drop a hop?
It is, yes. I find it a bit of a funny one, but I'm not a massive fan of.
I think I had like a lemon drop Ford thing from the Colonel. And yeah, I didn't quite care for that.
I've had it in things.
Yeah, it was just something a bit sort of like astringent with it, I thought. Don't know if it's like a good bitter and hop or what, really, but...
Yeah, it's hard to say, really. I mean, it's like which bit of it, because the other hops are... Oh, see, there's lemon zest, cascade, and lemon drop, so... I mean, but it's not... It's kind of... It's lemony, but it's not like... It's not like... Lemon. It's a bit more like... lemon.
I thought we'd stop talking about black.com.
Ooh, lemon. .com. Does anybody actually subscribe to these things? That's what I'd. I mean, as in this channel, who fucking subscribe to these things? Hey,
I like it on I like it on those porn videos when it says you can watch the full version here. It's like I don't need any longer version than this.
No.
7 minutes is fine. I won't even get through that.
No. The setup is enough for me.
Yeah.
I don't know what more you're going to say. I mean, and whatever you're being deprived of, I think you can just fill in the blanks, can't you? If you've got enough of imagination.
Fill in the blanks.
Oh. Oh, we're on fire tonight. Come on. This is what it's all about, people. This is the pinnacle of BeerTube.
That's what BeerTube has become.
It is, yeah. Well, it was anything to just get enough subscribers and views per month to be monetized again. So maybe one day. What is that threshold these days?
I'm not sure if they've changed it since they implemented it, or
I think it's like you have to have at least 1,000 subs and 4,000 views, or 4,000 hours a month, or something like that.
4,000 hours a month.
Some 4,000's in there somewhere. I can't remember if that's hours or views.
There's a 4 in there somewhere.
Yeah,
we're clear about that.
If there's one thing I know, there's definitely a 4 mentioned somewhere in.
I've got the subs, but I'm missing out somewhere else. I'm curious. Live analytical analytics. This is what you tuned in to see. And the jingles, naturally. Live jingles. Who expected that tonight?
no.
I know. That's what I say exactly. just no.
No.
Can't get my head around it. It's just odd numbers and lines.
Graphs. That
Ah.
could be turned into a two-all label.
That's 28 days. 9,913 minutes. So it must be over 4,000 minutes.
You should look into that, because it might be one of those things where it like just shows you on a random page with like a border. Oh, you are now eligible.
Oh yeah, scamming you for your catch.
Yeah.
I was watching Mark Zuckerberg oddly drinking this morning.
Oh, when it's in that like trial or whatever he was at.
Yeah.
don't think you can say anything about him though, because it probably picks up on YouTube and gets sent over to him, and then
And
your
then
entire
bye-bye.
family are like taken to a Colombian death camp.
Yeah.
I like how where this live chat's going. Just wild accusations.
Yeah, well, accusations about
chat.
incorporation.
Wild accusations with HopZine.
Yeah. Be careful, Rob. You might be on drama alert.
Drama alert. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds scary.
Oh,
It's
some crappy
nothing,
YouTube channel.
but it's been blown way out of proportion to
Is that
become
like
a
Alex
thing.
Jones? Am I like
No, it's
It's just like sensationalist, like talking about YouTube channels, isn't it? Like drama between people on YouTube.
which I'm oddly obsessed with recently. Just
So, as this is supposed to be about beer, I did have this earlier, which was wonderful, delightful. Mr. Stuart Picard brought me back from Alaska. Rondi Brew. I interpreted it as like a terrible pun on rendezvous.
Rendezvous.
Rendezvous. You'd expect some terrible cask ale to be called Rendezvous. Rendezvous from the
handcrafted fine cask ales.
But that was absolutely fantastic, and I think it was canned in the middle of February. So you mean a good 6 months on it, and that was absolutely spanking. And yeah, and this year when I get me 10%, I'll show you it. But I had this yesterday, which was another half acre can, which the one in the fridge, the 10% is half acre, and that was fantastic. I'm going to call it Vallejo. That was wonderful. Worth checking out.
I'd go with that.
Good amount of bitterness. 6.7. I'm on a bit of a non-juice kick. I'm that anti-trend. I'm purposely being like other people I know who are tired of juice. So what you do?
I mean,
gents drink
I'd say I'm the same, but I just received a whole box essentially full of juice.
Juice box
from Denmark.
It does look like a wonderful selection you picked up there.
It does. See, there were loads of people, not to go off track, but loads of people kicking off on the McKellar Beer Club group saying, "Oh, I can't believe I'm paying this for these beers." It's like, you're getting the Veil,
yeah,
for one,
yeah,
and then you're getting McKellar San Diego as well. Yeah, there might be a few fillers here and there, but I'm happy with the box, even though it took more than a week to get to me. But
there's the national collab in there as well.
Yep, the national collab.
What kind of beer is that?
That's just a German style pilsner.
Oh well, there you go. I like the national.
The national. I still don't actually fully know what the national is. Is it?
It's a band.
A different brew, or is it like a non-brewery collaboration?
Yeah, it's a band.
The band the national.
The band the national.
I thought it was.
The man when I saw him, he had a long coat. Things have changed since then. That was a long time ago. No, I quite like them as bands go.
What about Rick Astley?
Oh, that's nuts, isn't it? Years ago, Michelob were meant to be opening a bar in London years ago, but that was Brewdog were meant to be kind of like looking after the deal, and then they'd put the name on it and blah blah blah. So it'd be just they'd run it effectively. But then that kind of went to that just didn't happen. That was going to be near Craft Beer Co in Clerkenwell, but then there were no notice for the license up there and everything, and then it just never transpired. But yeah, who'd thunk it'd take Rick Astley?
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, they've got a fucking bar in like San Marino, but they haven't got one in London.
Yeah, they've got a bar in a fucking airport. But only now are they going to the UK.
I just want to see like Rick Astley drinking in there.
Yeah.
Because he does seem to be like is actually like a part of it. I don't think it is just like a PR thing. I think he's actually like running it with him.
I think he is, and I think it's probably a good move on his behalf. I mean, because he's probably going to make a decent packet out of it. He's kind of affiliated with somebody who's like pretty cool and been really successful and kind of growing a business, and he's getting a piece of the pie. It'll give him mainstream coverage as well.
Exactly, yeah. He'll get in the news and stuff, won't it? Like, easily.
Absolutely. Look, Puntastic. I bet it's been in. I'm surprised it's not been in crap papers or in the kind of tabloids this week with some shit pun.
Yeah.
Like, never gonna drink you up. Top of my head. Feel free to pick out your own recasted puns.
I saw Johnny from Craft Beer Channel. He tweeted, "I hope they serve Rick rolls." That is like a menu choice. I don't know what that'd actually entail. What a Rick roll would actually be, like an edible Rick roll.
Well, it's a roll, isn't it? It's a bread roll.
Yeah. Well, judging by McKellar's restaurants, it'd probably be some like deconstructed peasant dish.
Yeah,
essentially.
So just a cheese roll, sweaty cheese roll, up in a plastic bag, like a proper booze. Maybe that's them being subversive. Or kind of like minimalistic, kind of Scandinavian style interior with just a bap. A bap up bar. But yeah, no, I'll go.
Yeah, I'll definitely give it a go.
Check it out.
Right, I'll go. Close than Copenhagen.
There's lots I want to see in London now. I want to go to Verdant's place. I want to go to beer merchants. Want to go to that McKellar bar. What else is open? Is Cloudwater opened in London yet?
No.
That's still on the cards though, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I think are they going to be down Bermondsey? I think that's what I last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. North Monk opening in Manchester in the autumn.
Yeah.
So.
Are they going to be? Is it a brewery as well, or is it just a bar? Northern Monk open.
Just a bar.
It's quite a big one. It's bigger than they expected.
Where is it that they're going to be having it?
I'm not sure it's public. I don't know if I should say yet. I think that they haven't mentioned where it is yet. I hinted heavily on my Periscope yesterday. If people want to fill in the gaps, then go for it. But no, I don't think they've announced where it was. Someone told me. Brian. It might have been Brian. It might be somebody else who told me. I mean, if it's going to be like
a guy called Brian.
If Head Brewer tells you something, he's not going to get told off that much. There's not many other people going to tell him off. But if I said it was somebody else, who it wasn't, it was definitely Brian.
Definitely Brian.
But yeah. It's well positioned. It was previously a bar. So they probably don't have to do too much work. It kind of the interior. I've been a couple of times, forming use, and the kind of interior kind of feels similar to the refectory in a lot of ways. Kind of bare brick, stuff like that. So no, it should be good. Good spot.
Very nice.
I'll tell you later, Peter, if you don't.
Okay.
I thought I told you on Saturday.
You might have done, but
you've not retained everything I said to you on Saturday.
No,
I am absolutely appalled.
I would not be able to dictate what I absorbed.
But yeah, no. So, what are you two drinking?
I'm on Northern Monk's Yorkshire Farmhouse IPA. Part of their Patronage project, the Ricky Lightfoot.
Oh,
it's quite nice. It is very saison-y for an IPA.
Which one is that? Show us label. Show us your wraparound label. Is it Ingleborough, that one?
This is the Three Peaks Mountain Race edition. Yeah,
I don't think I've not had that.
Yes, it's okay. It's 3.5%. I just went for it just because I didn't want to get absolutely hammered and not wake up later. But yes, it's okay. But yeah, a bit too far on the saison side and not so much on the IPA side, really.
Okay.
No.
Peter, what you got? What you got in your glass?
I've just finished, because I was in the mood to try it in bottle form, the Camden Hellers, or Hells.
Because you're a fucking sellout, that's why as well.
Because I'm a sellout, yeah. But if I opened a bar in London, people would think very differently of me. But yeah, it's very skunky, it has to be said.
Really?
Surprisingly skunky. But not bad for a Hellers style lager. It's one of those ones where you probably wouldn't go out your way to pick one up like often, but if it was like presented to you, you'd be like, yeah, I can think of much worse that I could be drinking right now. But yeah, I've just finished that, and I will be going downstairs to get something from Michela San Diego. Just haven't decided what yet.
Oh, HopZine's joined twice.
He drops out.
He's cloned.
I was looking at comments because we were getting that many in.
Oh, we're really bombarded.
My browser crashed. And we do have some comments. We'll just give you those. It's mainly from Craig, so that's fine. It's evening, gents. All right, Craig.
There you go.
He says, just been looking online, seen some £10 cans of Cloudwater. Outrageous. That's what he says. London, of course. And then Mr. Gazgav Gravy says, evening all, threshold you need now is 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours watching the last 12 months. Well, I'm way over that, so.
I think
not to blow my own trumpet. Because I can't reach. But yeah, and then Craig says, the experiment. I presume he's referring to his sleeping arrangement. Says he wasn't impressed by that there Camden Hells.
It's not bad. And hi Craig, and hi Gaz.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
you two. It was really funny. Talking of my ridiculous impression of Joe D. When me and Craig got back on Saturday night after we spent the day with Peter and Stuart around Uddersfield, we came back and Jodie had just gone on, and I sent him and Max Sanderson was on as well, and they were like two of the guys who I first discovered on BeerTube, and I sent them a message and Jodie read it out, and I was like, ah. They kind of acknowledged my existence. This is nuts. and Craig's like, "Oh, we can jump on if you want." I'm like, "No, I can't do that. That would just far too weird." They'd be like, "Hey, who's this English guy? Hey, you've got Rab. I've got Rab from England. Hey, Rab, how's it going?" I'm like, "I've just had a Parmo and I'm a bit pissed." We had a right old big old Parmo, did me and Craig. If you know what a Parmo is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter knows. Yeah. I tried to talk Craig down from a Parmo each to a pizza to share, but Craig then got a Parmo each and a pizza. It's all right. We had the pizza for breakfast, like any respectable person would.
Oh, yeah.
Pizza for breakfast, perfect. Don't warm it up. Just have it.
No, I warmed it up, and it was still very good.
Well, fair enough, but a pizza anyway is going to be good.
Yeah,
there should be no rules with pizza except pineapple.
Even if you drop it on the floor and there's like shit on it, it's still pizza.
Yeah.
Just blow it and then eat it.
That's not going to get the shit off, I'm afraid.
No. Just that top layer of dust will be gone, and then you can carry on.
Yeah, I'd really good takeaway chips from because I decided I'd have a little jolly to Wigan after work, because I thought, Northern Beer Temple will be open. I'll get there just in time. It was shut at 6. I got there about 7:15, because it's usually open till 7. So I was like, So I went to Tesco's, had a little mooch. Then I thought I'd go to Wigan Central, picked up a few things as well. And then on the way back, waiting for the bus, because it was at that weird time where it shifted from like buses every 25 minutes or so to every hour. And I was like, I've literally got an hour to wait now. So popped into Wigan Central and then had a couple of halves. And then I was walking back up and there was a place called Mr. Joe's, which we used to always go to after a night out in Wigan.
Mr. Joe's.
And I thought, do you know what? I'm really in the mood for something greasy. So I got myself just a portion of chips. They tasted like McDonald's fries did in the 90s, which is a weird gastronomical memory for me, but it was really comforting. But about half an hour later, when I was on the bus, I felt very nauseous. So it doesn't matter if you're sober, a couple of drinks in, or completely pissed. That food is bad news.
Yeah.
Or the repercussions of that food is always bad news.
Yeah.
We do actually have an actual question.
Oh, bloody hell.
But before that, I'll just Craig does say no. The London experiment pressure drop Verdant tap room. Yes, we know, Craig. We were being silly.
Being daft.
Being silly.
But yes, it was Jacob Wright asks best UK lager in your opinion.
Good one. I think my favourite UK lager that I drink actually quite often is Adnam's Dry Hop Lager. Drink it all the time. Really, really good.
Try that.
Yeah, that's the question. I don't drink many British lagers, but I've got and I've not had it for years and years and years. But I used to always love Harveston's Schiehallion, but I've not had it in years, so I don't know what it tastes like anymore.
Yeah, there's not one that I go to regularly, but one that sticks out to me was the Cloudwater Hellas Mandarina. And I think Cloudwater do really good lagers in general, if you want to pay that price for a lager.
Yeah. I've had a few from them, but like you say, when you sort of weigh up the cost against like other beers you want to buy, do I want to spend that?
It's when you're paying that much for a lager, when there's a brewery doing like a triple dry hopped New England style IPA for like slightly cheaper. It's, even though you might be burnt out with that style, you're like, meh.
Exactly.
That's the thing, isn't it? I mean, I know, Nadine's reviewed one of the Lost and Grounded collabs with Cloudwater and somebody else, and then they did another one with Wylam and maybe Northern Monk or something like that. And Dean reviewed it, and he said it was good, but it was like I don't think it was anything remarkable. But they're not silly expensive. I've seen them for about £3, but
yeah,
it's that much more than you'd probably even spend on a good German lager. So
yeah,
it's a trick, isn't it?
I'd still like to try the Keller Pills from Lost and Grounded. I've heard really good things about that one.
They'll start canning it as well.
Yeah.
It is like a good lager, but I don't know if it's just sort of cool to rave about it, as opposed to it I don't think it's any better than any other like really good sort of like Keller Pills.
Yeah,
but like, I think it's just a bit cool to take a picture of it and say you're drinking it.
And to get one of the lager T-shirts that you can get now, which all the bloggers are getting sent to.
Oh, really? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about this. The lager T-shirt. I wonder if that's a T-shirt available on Good Beer Hunting by any chance.
Yeah.
I do own 2 Good Beer Hunting T-shirts, but
Rob,
I don't wear them out of the house.
That Magic Rock T-shirt fits me perfectly. Sleeves perfect, but there's not too much difference I've noticed between that and the large that I got with this one.
Oh.
So it's very strange how this is still a little bit not tight, but it's snug. It cuddles me. But yeah, it's weird. Brewery T-shirts for the bigger man Strange, to say the least.
Strange, problematic.
Yeah.
I actually asked because Left-Handed Giant have put some new ones up on their site, and I were asking about them. I asked what brand they were, and there's some weird thing which this apparently they're a bit smaller. So the chap who's the artist, James Yeo, who's very talented, who's doing the audio clearly. He said, yeah, so if they are a bit smaller, so if you not buy a size up, but I would have bought an XL, but that's the biggest size they have. So I'm like, well, I'm not buying one then, am I?
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Unfortunately. Oh yeah, there's a lager sweatshirt on Good Beer Hunting. It just says lager on it. Lack of. Do you think that's ironic or not? Yeah,
Could be.
You can get a beanie hat, a bobble hat with lager on it as well. There's the equivalent, but stout. Yeah, I've got one that says Maris Otter, really big Maris Otter, because I thought that was subversive. But yeah, they've still got that on. It's quite a nice T-shirt. But actually, that'd be perfect for you, Peter. I mean, I shouldn't be encouraging people to buy Good Beer Hunting merch, but they do have one called there's a fist, and it says "Fuck the malt right."
That's good.
I see that. Clever. Anyway, less of that bullshit. But yes, just put a Dickies T-shirt or a Gildon T-shirt. We don't want weird little fucking cap sleeves and really thin kind of like fabric that you'd more likely find in kind of female fabrics. So I'm not.
I do think a Gildan's a bit too thick though.
Oh no.
My delicate skin needs a little
Sometimes, yeah.
A Gildan's
like custom T-shirts can be really bulky sometimes. And it depends like how the thing's printed on the front.
Too plasticky.
Yeah, I hate that.
It feels
plastic
weird,
on the back.
like weird on your chest. Like if it's like too sort of like the print's too like thick or like crunchy.
Yeah.
I think
I know what you mean.
the best T-shirt I've got is probably from Track because it's perfect consistency of fabric, and it's actually quite generous with its size.
I quite like the one I got from one of the Beavertown birthday parties. I burnt it as soon as the news came through about Heineken. But
did you go on the internet and like post it yourself burning it?
Yeah, all my cans went in and everything, just a big Beavertown bonfire. But no, it was like it's my favorite shirt because like they printed them while you waited, and you just picked the shirt you wanted. So there was just loads of like all odds and ends shirts, like all different makes, and so I just picked like a white T-shirt, and then they printed on all different colors while you just waited in the queue. It was like a really clever idea. It was like a tenner as well, so it was like less than their like other merch.
Yeah. I went to a similar kind of thing once at this printers in Leeds, where you kind of you there were like 8 designs or something. You picked your design, you filled in a card, what size you wanted, what design you wanted, and you were taking over to the printing press, and they screen printed it there, and then for you dried it. And
cool.
And they were like 15 quid.
Yeah, it's good because like literally over the road from Beavertown is like a T-shirt printers. So I think that's why they did it, like sort of like help each other out, sort of thing. It was really clever. It was like they even let people have a go at it. It's like, do you want to do your own T-shirt? It's like, no, I actually want it to be good. Can you do it and give it to me?
Yeah. What was the other ones? Oh, that's it. Because I'm off to. I've got a couple of days off like next week, back in the next week, and we're going to go up to Newcastle on Friday. And see, Wylam have got some Ace T-shirts, but they don't sell them. It's really fucking annoying. And Dave, who's one of the brewers, he used to be at Northern Monkey, said he was going to drop me one off next time he's down here, but he didn't. I'm not sure it's top of his priorities to get a T-shirt.
Yeah.
I might contact Wylam before I go up there. "Oh, I'm coming up today. He's still selling t-shirts yet? You shit." And it's just, I really like theirs. It's just black and it just wild and kind of big. But then they do have they kind of walk around. The staff walk around in t-shirts at festivals, which are different designs. And the current one is "Who the fuck is Anton Parr," which is a bit of a brewery in joke, apparently. Apparently, there's products which are made by a company called Anton Parr. And I've just looked it up, and apparently it's a Austrian company that sells analytical instruments for laboratories and process analytical technology. So some brewery thing. So I think people are like, "But who's Anton Parr?"
Yeah,
they've made a t-shirt.
Bit meta for the craft beer community.
Exactly. I just want one what says Wylam big on it.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying brewery t-shirts where it's just the logo there, really simple, and then a little bit of a design on the back. I've noticed that's quite common.
Yeah. The left-handed giant ones just say left-handed giant, and then at the top of the spine, it's just got LHG in a little kind of like rectangle. But I do like to buy them, but I like to have ones what don't look all that brewery-esque. He says I'm wearing my Michelob Bay Celebration one, as we are at the moment.
Yeah. I have been eyeing that t-shirt up on the McKellar web store. Although they've got a really nice sweatshirt from last year for like 25 Danish kroners with the wolf. Is it a wolf or a fox or?
Yeah, it's kind of like some kind of,
yeah. It's just a really smart, because I like t-shirt when you get a lot of design for your money.
Oh, right.
So when there's like a big like design on it, it feels a little bit more worth it than if it's just. Even though I have started to really like the tiny logo.
That's what you just said.
Yeah, I know it's.
I'll have to get my 10% double IPA. Just wait for a second.
He's going for it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
something else.
I've moved away from like graphic tees. I think like at one point every t-shirt I owned was a t-shirt or something on it, and now I've just gone for like block colors. I've got like the same t-shirt but like
just different. So that's a great thing, like H&M, where they've got them for like £4. It's like, why would you not?
No, exactly, yeah. Plus, because like my children like spit up on them and all that sort of thing. Exactly. It's just like it's like I can't wear like any of like my, because I like a white t-shirt. That you can't wear white t-shirts when you have children.
No.
So they're just ruining the stains that they make that just won't come out.
Yeah, so, and like, you think tomato sauce is bad?
Yeah. Until a child throws up tomato sauce on you. Like stomach acid mixed with tomato.
I was making a mustard-based barbecue sauce the other day, and whilst wearing white shorts, guess what? I spilt all over my shorts. Fucking mustard everywhere. Yeah, mustard. Ace. Fantastic. That's another thing you don't want to spill on your white shorts.
No.
Well, white shorts
like when we went to London last November, and we got those salt beef bagels.
Oh yeah.
The next morning, I put on my jeans. I was like, "What the fuck is all this over my jeans?" They're just mustard all down. Like I brought one pair of jeans with me. I was like, "Fucking hell!" There's like mustard everywhere.
Well,
like, what did I do to that bagel? Did I eat it or did I fuck it?
Well, I tried. That's really my courtship of that bagel. It's going to be crude. It's got a hole in it. Let's just get that out there.
Exactly.
Sorry. I just had to say it. It's out there now. We can all get on with his lives. I'm going to check if there's any comments. Do you think there is any?
And while you do that, I'm going to get myself a slightly better beer than that.
Oh. No, I can't figure out how to. Using the internet whilst broadcasting is akin to reporting IT problems at work and going through the problem whilst the IT guy is with you and everything fucking works.
Yeah.
And you're just like a complete idiot. Right. We do have some comments from the wonderful Mr. Craig Samuels. He says, next breweries for me to visit while I'm in Buxton. A good chance I will be home Sunday, Monday. Oh, good. So that's good for you. Good for you, Craig. Glad you're getting off the floor.
Yeah, I'm going to Buxton in October, which would be good.
Family
Bank
shenanigans.
holiday. Like I was just like, I'm taking a day and I'm just going to the various sites around Buxton.
Well, they've opened their new place next door.
Yeah, is it more like a restaurant-y type place, or what was it? I'm not too. I was a bit confused by it.
Thing. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I didn't go to Red Willow when I went there, but I'm sure that's decent.
Yeah,
as well.
Just want to go to Buxton and drink it all.
As everyone's been curious about what this mysterious double IPA I keep banging on about is. It's called Deep Space. It's half acre. It's 10% as it turns out. Is that Jesus? Is it Jesus? Or is it Brad from the Craft Beer Channel? Is it Noel Edmonds? Pick your own bearded long hair.
Or one of the Bee Gees, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, but he's got a multicolored jacket on and a couple of huskies.
That's a bit of a different design for like half acre stuff.
It really is. Yeah. But yeah, 10%. It kind of drinks 10%. Yeah, it's kind of like a 10% beer. It's quite dark, as I'll show the general public. See, it's that kind of like pale amber thing. Aroma smells good from like here. When you get closer, it's a bit more kind of spicy and a bit more boozy, and it's not quite barley wine, but it's heading in that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed that it was as strong as it is. Because I've got a bit of a thing about IPA over 9% being a bit. Is that necessary?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit full on maybe. So you lose a bit of nuance.
Exactly. Maybe that's it. You kind of lose the kind of the flavors, which is kind of the opposite with Imperial Stout, because stronger it gets, I think you can build in a lot more kind of nuance really. And with the lower ABV, often a little bit kind of one-dimensional.
Yeah.
But yes, it's all right. But as I said, that was much better. I mean, the new batch of cans coming in, I presume, via beer merchants, and it's only 5 weeks old. Both of them, 5 weeks old.
That's not bad.
I know, it's amazing.
Pretty damn good.
It's pretty good. Yeah. So you've had some collective arts recently, I've noticed.
Yeah, that was really good. That Rhyme and Reason. I've still got another couple of cans. I've got a sour and a stout, or Imperial Porter, or something like that to have.
The part of the one with the eye on it.
Yes, yeah, or like some sort of weird like goblin creature. Yes. Yeah.
Craig said that was really good.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. I got a few things on the weekend from Flying Monkeys, so I've gone a bit of like Canadian kick. I think one was an Imperial Porter, and the other one was an American Brown Ale, which I'm looking forward to trying.
Like an American Brown.
Yeah, so yeah, I sort of thought like I haven't had like an American Brown Ale in. Well, I can't remember the last time I had one. So I was like, yeah, I'll give that a go. I won't just buy another IPA. I'll give that a go.
Yeah, I did have, and I'll probably save it for another time. I've got a bottle of Flying Monkeys Chocolate Manifesto, which is like a 12% quadruple chocolate stout. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
The last bottle, I drank it all myself, but it's $7.50 as well. It's well nice. It's so chocolatey. It's ridiculous.
They had a bottle of Beautiful Beers of Flying Monkeys beer. I can't remember what it was now, but it was like 60 quid.
Oh, yes.
What the fuck was that?
And that's some barrel age.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look it up now. It'll be on their website.
Yeah, I did see a bottle of a barrel age. I think it was a bourbon barrel age chocolate manifesto when I was in Barcelona, but I thought, this is another thing. Here's another thing, right? It's Rob's Beery Beefs. Rob's Beery Beefs. That's my next jingle. I'm gonna keep doing this, and the more I drink, the better they're gonna get. So that's number one. Double IPA. Don't need to be over 9%. And then the other one is Imperial Stouts. Barrel aging doesn't necessarily make it better.
No. Well, I think you learn that of like the Omnipolo stuff. It's like normally the one that they do first is like brilliant, and then they put it in a barrel and it loses actually all the stuff that made it brilliant.
Exactly.
The like syntheticness of
Yes.
and over the top nature of the flavors just gets lost when you put it in a barrel, I think.
That's one thing you experience at Copenhagen Beer Celebration is everything's fucking bourbon barrel aged. Everything. It's like you want all the hype beers, but all those fucking beers are bourbon barrel aged. As much as I enjoy bourbon, don't want every single beer to be fucking bourbon barrel aged. Is it because that's seen as, I don't know why bourbon over.
I suppose it.
Yeah. There's a certain cachet. I don't know.
You think it's just because obviously there may be more barrels available because it's such bigger production, like in America. Whereas like to get like sort of like Speyside whiskey barrels or something like that is probably a little bit tougher maybe.
Yeah,
but saying that 60 quid bottle of Flying Monkeys is a bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout.
What kind of is it, like Pappy Van Winkle barrels or something like that?
It doesn't actually say. Oh, Heaven Hills.
Heaven Hill.
Heaven Hills, Jim Beam and Buffalo Trace. So it's like a blend.
Yeah.
And Victus 17.5%.
Wouldn't that just make it a bit of a mess?
Maybe they blend it to get a bit of consistency. I don't know. Maybe it on its own it would be a mess, and they sort of put different levels in to get a bit of consistency. I don't know really. It's only my guess at why they blend it.
Bearded Ladies a blend of different bourbon barrels. I don't know if it's just straight up Bearded Lady. Is that barrel aged? I think it is, isn't it?
I don't know actually.
Not too sure.
Yeah,
I remember because I remember the first time they did dessert, because dessert's just been out, and
yeah,
we drank it at the brewery from a can on Saturday, just gone. But the first time they did that, they used Jack Daniel's barrels, and they was really surprised what they got out of it. So they were like, "Shit, we're not expecting that." They were really happy with it. Are we going to be able to manage to achieve that again? Can we get more of these barrels? So I don't know if that's. I'm sure. I think it's bourbon barrel aged. I didn't buy a can this time. So Stuart bought the one we shared at the brewery, partially because I think it allowed him to just film the most non-review ever.
Yeah.
I was really entertained by Peter's reaction to Stuart's kind of like filming of reviews of beers at Magic Rock.
Stuart will just spring it on you. Like Hop City, he would just whip his phone out and say, "Here we are," like in the middle of a conversation.
Well, what he was doing was he'd like get it framed, like you were taking a picture, and then he'd start recording the video. So I was like going, and then it'd be like it'd be done in 2 minutes. He'd have sniffed it and drunk it, and we're still like we've just like poured ours.
Yeah, looking at the colour.
To white up. And at the end of like both videos, like Peter's reaction was like, "What was that a review? Are we doing?"
It really confused me. It's like,
have we started yet?
Because I don't think I'm sure this one where we didn't even get any sort of like flavor profiles. It was just like general, this is nice, or something like that. And it was just then end. It's like, oh, okay.
So essentially, it was like a tutorial of how to open and pour a beer.
Pretty much.
How to pour a small amount into a glass.
Yeah.
There you go. It was nice. I don't think it was the best bearded lady that I've ever experienced. Make your own jokes up.
Hey.
It's been a long day. No, it wasn't the best version I've had. I had the praline version on draft, and that was better, I'd say. Dessert edition praline was a bit better, but yeah, that Gingero or whatever it was called, that was not good. I don't know if
No,
you've
that wasn't good.
Cheek.
No, I haven't. I don't know why the sun didn't strike me about that one.
Not good. Not good at all. Weird.
I don't even think us having it like at room temperature would have made.
No, I let mine sit around for ages, and it didn't improve at all. It was just not very nice. In contrast, I don't know. I'm sure it's really good, but the new Magic Rock, which was in tank when we were there, because they're right on the windows. What's in tanks was released today. The new Verdant and Magic Rock collab, which everybody's probably creaming their jeans over.
Yes.
Which I'll hopefully pick up next week. Craig's commented a few more times. He says almost bought 2 new cans of Half Acre in Caps and Taps the other day. I said, Craig, that's lovely. The other 3, the other new ones, which the other 2 have been out before, which was Tuna and something else, which I think has been released before. He also says Nickelbrook Kentucky Bastard sounds great. Is that a Canadian beer? Nickelbrook. Oh, Nickelbrook. I think they're on it. Are they on a Beavertown Extravaganza? I've never heard that name.
I think so. There's still quite a healthy list from what I've seen.
Well, they added more breweries as well.
They have, yes. A lot of small British breweries. And he says, that's a bourbon barrelation Imperial Stout, the one above. Kentucky Bastard. You Kentucky Bastard. Yes. So, yeah, Beavertown Extravaganza. They have added more breweries, up to 60, I think, now. I think at their peak, there were 70. Added a lot of smaller British breweries, which I don't think is a bad thing at all.
It's funny, people like calling them scabs.
I didn't see any of this. I did search around for it. But...
I did see a couple of like screenshots of people's things. Of a tweet, but it's just this crazy. People just going a bit too far with everything.
Oh yeah, just let it be.
Yeah, I think it's fine to have like an opinion on stuff, but like like other breweries like Scabs for taking part in an event they probably wouldn't have been able to otherwise.
Yeah,
exactly. It gives them a platform that they probably wouldn't have had.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think it's great. They should have done that before.
Yeah. Yeah, a bit like at Hop City where they have like that bar for like smaller. Yeah. They have like a smaller breweries bar, don't they? Like you could easily do that at something like Extravaganza. Like have sort of like 10 taps for like smaller breweries or something.
And I think one of the things that I'm liking about the current lineup is you're not going to get the. I think it was Joe from Joe's Arcade referred to them as new money Haze Bros. You won't get loads of them queuing up for fucking hype breweries.
Yeah.
So I don't think, looking at that list, I don't think there's any what people are going to be going. I've got to queue up for that, and then that's my day sorted, which can ruin it a little bit. I think because there's nobody kind of just doing grabbing everybody's attention, that it'll be kind of spaced out a little bit more. About people might be a bit more willing
to try different things and that. Yeah.
Because like at Copenhagen, Crooked Stave was empty like all the time. But Crooked Stave were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And like Pizza Port and Oxbow and there's all sorts of stuff, amazing stuff. Casita Cerveceria. If somebody realised that that's actually at Hill Farmstead, then it might be a different reaction. But whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, it was like Pizza Port last year was like awesome. Like to have like Swami's IPA, like fresh, like that, like because that was one of like the first I had like a really old can from Bottle Shop like years and years ago, or like Swami's IPA, and I thought it was amazing then. But then to have it actually on draft at Beavertown, I was like, oh my god, So good.
Yeah.
Are Bellwood still going? Or were they the ones that pulled out? Oh, that's a shame because they were really good last year.
Twat, you fucking twats.
No beds.
Yeah. Canadian bastard.
Nothing worse than a
Yeah.
Canadian bastard.
Jelly King's a really good beer.
Yeah. I have eyed them up on that Dutch website, but a bit pricey.
Yeah. But
yeah, they were one of the breweries that I was looking forward to actually. Bellwoods, but Bells are there, so fucking hell, what Bell's gonna bring if they bring fresh Two Hearted, I'm happy. If they bring fucking Hop Slam,
yeah,
all the old boys are gonna be like fucking Hop Slam, and we completely go over the heads of all the kind of new money hype bros.
New money hype bros.
Because the thing is with Extravaganza as well, it was all so fresh. That was like the whole point of it, is like the breweries bring it themselves and it's like ridiculously fresh. So it's like probably like fresher if like they do bring like Hop Slam, which they probably will. It'll be like the freshest Hop Slam that's been in London like ever, probably.
The only Hop Slam that's ever been in
the
UK.
That's true. Yeah, probably some like musty cans or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just find the new list and remind myself what. So, yeah, because I'm really happy because he's my mate. I'm really happy to see Elusive on the list because I think Andy makes great beer, and people like that should have been fucking picked in the first place. Yeah, it's like 2&A. I don't think they were on the original list. But Ale Farm on the original list, I can't remember. Affinity a new addition. Who else is a new addition? Yeah, Elusive. Good Chemistry from Bristol. They're new. Hale, as it turns out, I thought they were this really bad American brewery, but it's actually Daniel Vane and his mate. It's their new, so that's another new British brewery. London Beer Factory. Really, really. Fucking hell. I've heard that stuff. I don't know if you guys have seen it in Tesco's.
I've got the Hazy Days
cans. Yeah.
Absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
I was going to drink that next, but
oh really?
But to be honest, I'm drinking Mr. Manager from Michela San Diego.
What is it?
It's basically a double dry hopped New England style double India Pale Ale.
Okay. Really?
There's not much going on. It's very dank, and that's about it. That's the only. It's, I don't know. There's just nothing exciting about it, which is a real shame. I mean, it's well brewed beer. Don't get me wrong. You'd happily finish it, but I don't think I'd ever go out my way to pick up a can of it. And from what I've heard, people are saying that this batch is better than the initial batch, and it's not doing much for me.
Oh dear. Well, as it happens, convenient segue there, Peter, mentioning the Michela cans. The next episode of Good Beer Live will be about Michela canned IPAs.
Oh, nice!
Ooh,
I saw a big shipment coming in on Honest Brew. The Michela stuff.
Yeah, so we've got one from San Diego, one from New York, and one from Denmark. Just to be a bit like, comparison. Yeah. Well, what's the difference? The one from San Diego we got is Windy Hill, and which I know you've had. I've shared a can of it, and I thought it was really
Windy Hill.
Really
that was a beautiful beer.
Yeah, we had some others, but that was the highest rated and the cheapest of the San Diego beers. So like, get that one. And then the New York one is a Henry Hop. I've not had anything from New York.
Yeah, no, I've not had anything.
I mean, I noticed on ones what you've got in your box, which is one of the best beer names ever, is Resting Brewface.
Resting Brewface, oh yeah.
That's fucking brilliant name.
I think that might be a three-way collaboration video with Average Joe or Beer Patrol and
Rick Astley.
Rick Astley and Chris from On the 10th.
Ooh.
If I don't break into it before,
just sitting there tempting you.
Yeah.
Drink me, Peter. Drink me.
Drink me.
Yeah, so it's looking at the back end of the list. The other new ones I think have been added. White Frontier, who I've had a couple of beers from them, and I thought they were really pretty good. And I think I actually had one on Saturday in Huddersfield, an IPA, which was nice. So they're from Switzerland. Wonder Beyond from Manchester. Vault City, I think, are Scottish. So I think it's looking, but then you've still got some kick-ass stuff in there. I mean, just fucking Firestone Walker, and Scar City, and Hair of the Dog, and yeah, there's some fucking yeah. I'm interested in drinking New Belgium. I've had like 2 New Belgium beers ever. Pizza Port. Well, what are Sierra Nevada going to bring? They're not going to bring pale ale, are they? Good shit. Was Sierra Nevada there last year?
If they were, I can't remember. They might have been. I might have just missed them.
Bringing fucking barrel aged narwhal. I'm going to be all over that like a cheap Italian suit.
To be honest, though, I reckon even fresh Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is hitting those high notes.
Oh yeah, I've been to. I don't know if they've got more facilities now, but I've been to their one facility outside of Chico. Well, before they opened the East Coast Brewery, they were a bar kind of near Oakland. So when we were in San Francisco, a friend took me up there, so I went to one of their bars, which was nuts. It was a fucking incredible bar with really impressive ground fill. It wasn't even a ground fill station. It was like a fucking wall. What did it all? It was nuts. They had like. My mate went and bought I think it was their smoked bock. He got his growler filled a smoked bock, which is like draft only release and stuff. And that was a wonderful location. And
haven't they just recently bought back the first like brewing system?
Oh really?
I'm sure they managed to source it down. The first brewing system that they ever had. And they've bought it back. And I think they're doing some sort of like limited release or brewing back on that again.
The one that Ken had in the garage. I mean, I've seen the photographs of it from like the inception of it. He effectively built it, I think. I think he's quite
and I think I'm sure they've put a video up on their YouTube channel about it, so definitely worth. That's
cool. Are they going to do like pale ale, like original, or something like a bit like what Brewdog tried to do with Punk?
See, there's like all these really hyped American breweries, but I would just love to go to America to visit breweries like Great Divide, Sierra Nevada, even Anchor. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Anchor beers for the most part.
It's full of annoying tourists.
Fair enough.
I was like the sole person asking interesting beer questions. Everybody just wanted to get finished and get onto the freebies at the brewery bar. Philistines. Hey, talking to Philistines. Hey, you've got Paul.
I was waiting for that. I thought I won't say hello just yet. I'll wait for Rob to do his joke there.
There we go.
Hey, am I becoming predictable or something?
No, I just knew someone was gonna go with that.
If you talk about American craft beer 3 times, I show up.
With his craft coffee.
If you drink 9 crowlers in a night, Paul appears.
And I touch your bum.
So how did that end up then, Paul? On that fateful evening?
Oh, it was fine. Everything was wonderful. It was only I didn't do them all in one night. I did them all in one night. No, I did 154 ounces plus 2 or 3 beers in one night, and then I did the rest the next night. So it was fun. Yeah, it was that I did the rest of the crowlers, which was like 3 crowlers, and then I did a 6-pack of beer the next night. So it was fine. It's just I don't know. That's a normal thing.
So
And
how
then
many bombers is that then? Because a bomber's 22 ounces.
yeah, bomber's 22, and a crowler is 32. So it's just every 2 crowlers is 3 bombers, basically, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. So standard drinking session. I mean, they were like none of them were above 8, so that's not even touching my normal session level.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I'm like, what the hell, boys?
Okay, fair enough.
Mm-hmm. And then I did the head-to-head with the smoked beers.
I think that's referred to as docking, isn't it?
Yeah, we went docking. You're double dicking. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of smoked beers, Paul, conveniently within reach for some reason, I finally got the Schlenkerla Weizen.
Oh, you finally got the Weizen. Very good.
Which
it's okay.
I don't expect to be blown away, but
it's okay. It's an okay beer. Well,
that's what we all aspire to, isn't it?
You're the anticipation won't be as high as your failed beer that you're drinking now.
Oh, the more I'm drinking it, the more medicinal it's getting.
Ooh, not nice.
It's like you know, you sometimes get that like sort of like vitamin tablet sort of flavor.
Yeah, like a Tylenol pill,
but this is just like it's not even like fruit flavored. And I don't know if it's too green or you can't tell because there's no canned on date.
Really? That's really surprising.
Yeah, there's nothing at all. I mean, there's like ink stains where it might have just been misprinted, but
you're lucky they put a sticker on it.
Yeah, I don't know what hops they've used. I don't know how fresh it is. All I know is that it's 8% ABV. It's masked okay.
I'm waiting for the new hyped brewery that like just releases different cans and puts no label on them at all. Yeah. So there's nothing.
Or just like a letter in marker.
Yeah.
Because
not even that.
The only way you could have got it would be to go to the brewery, and if you didn't remember when that was, then
you're fucked.
Yeah, so
we can't
deserve to know how old this is.
Yeah.
The only way you can get my beers is if you answer this 10-question survey I post online, and then add me as a friend on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get your beer.
Yep.
And then you've got to click on the pictures that have got a bridge in it.
Yes.
I hate those things where it's like click everything that has a bicycle in it, and you're looking and go, does that one have a bicycle? Like, all the way?
Does that photo count?
No, that's a moped. No.
It's really annoying. It's fucking. I had to do one today because the computer at work had signed me out of Facebook, and it were like, "Is that a bridge? How do you define a bridge? Are you looking for a railway bridge?
Is that a bridge or an aqueduct?
Is it is it an aqueduct? Is it a tree across moving water? Because that's a bridge. I don't understand.
It's a muddy water.
Muddy waters. Muddy waters.
I'm gonna get a beer because I'm not sure. I don't know if I like me. Don't like that.
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
It's got Paul on it as well, I think.
Hey,
Paul.
I can get inside you pretty easy, and nobody likes it either. I understand.
Well, it's definitely Paul then.
Yeah,
he's 10% as well, so it's kind of
yeah. It's boozy. It's inside you, and you're not happy about it. That's me.
That beer label does remind me of something I saw today about that like weird documentary that's coming out about Greg from Stone. Like it's called like Beer Jesus.
Oh god, they're making a documentary about him.
Greg Koch or whatever his name is. How do you pronounce that? Koch.
I call him Koch.
Cock with a hard K.
Koch.
Koch.
Greg. Hi, Greg
the Koch.
But yeah, they bring out a documentary about him.
If he's Greg the Christ now, I guess I can call him Greg the Koch.
Yeah, the documentary is called Beer Jesus, and it's about him bringing craft beer to Europe. And it's like, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure
my
craft
God.
beer was. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it was
Yeah.
already here
Yeah.
before him.
It's like, Greg, you've not revolutionized anything. You've got
Mhm.
a gorgeous premises in Germany. Don't get me wrong, but
Mhm.
it's like you are not responsible.
You
And
took
also,
money
like,
you
those-
already had and made your money bigger.
Yeah.
That's it.
And also, like, those Berlin beers were pretty much panned.
The best, but Stone Berlin beers are the ones that are hard to get hold of,
Yeah.
and they're hard to get hold of for a reason because they don't brew them that much.
No.
I mean,
Yeah, I've only had,
that's
like, the
why.
basic from them. Yeah.
That's why I purposely went. I'd say all the way. It's about an hour away on the train. I went all the way to Liverpool just so I could get a growler fill of the Prenzlauer Bock from Stone
I mean, you're
Berlin.
still accurate. I mean, you went all the way there.
Yeah, I did. I didn't go halfway there.
No,
I went all the
you
way
went all
there.
the way.
If
All the
you
way.
only went halfway, you wouldn't have got it.
No, exactly. I would not have
Yeah,
got a
it
growler.
wouldn't have happened. Yeah.
But that
No.
was good. But the stuff that's in supermarkets, no.
Nah.
How
Most
does
stone
Rob
beers
feel
that have
about
been
that?
coming out, I don't like at all. I mean, I like their Tangerine Express. I think that was called. That was actually pretty good with the peels and the vanilla. That was okay. Other than that, not really much.
What's that?
I was talking
We're
about
talking about Stone and the
Is-
cock.
Yeah. There's that documentary that's coming out about the cock, called Beer Jesus, about him bringing craft beer to Europe.
Is it feature length?
Jesus
It is, and it actually says that in the Twitter profile. Feature length
God.
documentary.
Who's funding this? Who's making this?
Let's have a
Himself?
look.
Yeah.
I think it's probably himself. He closed one of his hotels and fired everybody and
Yeah,
saved
let
the
go
money
like 13 employees and made a
Yeah.
documentary.
and made a documentary about it. And then they're the film crew instead and the extras.
And
Fake a
the
German
brewery
accents.
owned by an undisclosed amount, owned by a private equity company.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Craft as fuck.
Yes, exactly.
Craft as fuck.
I find him kind of entertaining in a like, who's this fucking idiot kind of way.
He would be just as much as entertaining if you put him through a wood chipper.
Exactly.
Maybe even more.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of one of those kind of original craft beer celebrities, isn't he? Like there was
Like
him, Sam Calagione.
Mm-hmm. Which I just find him just as just as
Sam seems like one of those like gym douchebags. He's too built to be like a craft brewer. There's just something about him. It's just
like he abuses steroids.
he's
But
like,
that's-
and it's like he's
No,
got
he doesn't have a
short
steroid
gelled
gut,
hair.
but it's just like you obviously. Where's your beer gut, man? Do you actually drink this shit? Or
Yeah.
what? Mm-hmm.
it's like chefs who aren't fat.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What the fuck are you doing wrong, son?
I don't trust you if you're not a fat chef.
Yeah.
You're not working
Fat
enough.
people know how to
You're
cook.
not
And you
eating
don't
your
love
own
the food enough. Yeah. Because you got to taste the food while you eat it, man. You're not doing a good job.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is the Twitter.
Yeah, that's what I think. There's a lot of skinny people in the craft beer industry. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a lot of skinny people. I mean, obviously there's a lot of heroin addicts too, but I mean, it's just it's what it is. It's kind of like when I find it.
My question is your heart really in it?
Is your heart really in it? Or is it all about principles now?
Ooh.
Ooh. We make them as we go along. Principles mean something today, but not tomorrow when I buy out. But it'll mean something on Tuesday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's how it kind of works now.
So this
I
is
was
the
gonna go
blurb
through-
about the Beer
I was
Jesus
going to go
movie.
through the comments, but
Oh,
they're all
well, let
Paul's
comments go.
anyway.
They're all mine.
They're all Paul's. And actually, and there's a question that Craig's asked, and I mean to ask
Going to
as well.
Beaver X.
Yeah, Jake, are you still going?
I'm not going to Beaverex, but I was planning to come down to London.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Because you were meant to be volunteering, weren't you?
yeah, I
But you never bought your ticket, did you?
never bought a ticket, so they don't want me.
You and your hollow promises.
Yeah.
You're as bad as fucking Cloud Rock.
and they don't trust you enough.
I'll come and volunteer. You sold out to Heineken. I'm not going to fucking volunteer.
I saw the Heineken deal coming a mile away, and I thought, I'm not giving him my money, even to volunteer. I'm not helping out those corporate bastards. But really, it's just because I couldn't afford it at the time.
Cool. Well, Saturday or Sunday is good then, because I'm drinking. I'm at the festival on Friday.
Yeah. Well, I was planning to come down the Saturday and come down the Saturday, go home Sunday.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I want to do. Whilst we're in there, I want to go.
What days are you guys there? Because I might try a last minute trip.
Look at this guy now. He's the man of the world now. Got this weird ass haircut. He's out and about.
1 week Huddersfield, next week Jerusalem. Yep.
Jerusalem Beer Trail.
The Arabic beer trail is a little slow.
Anyway,
beautiful beer labels, though.
I'm sure they are. Yeah, nice typography. Yes. So yes, we're down. Well, I'm down Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the festival on Friday from 4. So Saturday and Sunday are just like the world is our oyster. He's fucking gone. I'm telling him this.
You're talking right. I think he just threw up bitterness from that crappy beer he drank. He must have just
all over himself.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'll wait on. But for your benefit, Jake, I definitely want to go to Brick.
Yeah, definitely.
Every Saturday. I'll let them know we're going. Like, hey, fucking Jacob Beer and HopZine are coming.
The big dogs.
Coming to town. Hey.
Boom.
They go, who? So we reviewed your beer that one time.
You're not all just going to go to...
You're
not all just going to go to Meantime and stay there all day long?
Nope.
No. Nope. I was so excited when I saw my first Meantime beer. And it was shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? It was kind of like what Peter was saying about that medicinal pill bitterness. That's all that IPA had. And it wasn't, it was just like, oh, what happened to this thing?
Back in the day, I used to enjoy that. You get like 750s from supermarkets for about $5. I always remember I always been quite fond of that beer.
What beer was that, Rob?
Meantime IPA.
Fucking
hell. Yeah, you done throwing up now, Peter?
I'm sure it's probably quite different now.
Meantime IPA. I had the lager from them. That was okay.
And they have a porter. That porter. That was all right.
Yeah,
it was a little thin.
Big bottles.
It was a bit thin.
Big bottles. This is going back.
We don't get the big
days
bottles here, though. We only get the little ones.
Yeah. This is going back to like a while ago, shall we say?
Yeah.
A while ago.
A while.
Pre-YouTube.
Yeah, when I had it was pre-YouTube too. I was like
before YouTube was invented.
Oh, that's a long time ago. Mine was like 7 or 8 years ago. I had it because of course it didn't show up till then. But it was like $7 for a little bottle here, and it wasn't that good. I didn't like it.
Yeah, you used to get them in Sainsbury's supermarket over here. Big bottles, Coca Cage, about 4 or 5 quid.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, it used to be a good old deal. But no, so Peter, before you just disappeared, like after
rudely,
mid sentence.
What weekend you going? See you later.
Bye. He made it halfway there.
We're going on Saturday. Well, we'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but at the festival on Friday. So Saturday, Sunday, we can do whatever. And I don't know about Jake, but I want to go to Brick Brewery. I want to go to Beer Merchant's Tap. I'd like to go to Hot Burns and Black because that's really near Brick as well.
I think the Verdant place is near there as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, also the Thingy Bob was no. I thought it was like Tottenham Hale. I thought it was.
Oh, maybe. No, it's because it's Pressure Drop's old site. Because Pressure Drop are at Tottenham Hale now.
Oh, that's where I'm getting it wrong.
Yeah.
Have they been bought out by Beavertown? While they're in Tottenham Hale.
Yeah.
Taking over the old Beavertown brewery. Well, they build Beaver World. But yeah. Oh, right. Oh, if that's down that neck of the woods, great. I mean,
I'm pretty sure it's
also really near Beer Merchant's Tap there's a Mason & Co, isn't there?
Yeah.
Which I hear good things about. I've not been to one before. What else? I'd like to go to Stormbird, but that's like kind of other side of the city. I've never been there. So it's all kind of like south of the river.
South.
South of the river.
Oi. Going
I'm gonna get me Pearly King kind of outfit on. Play the spoons.
Dress up as Dick Van Dyke from Mary Poppins.
Doff my cap to all and sundry.
Bim, bibbidi, bim, bim, bum.
Core blind governor.
Go, blimey, put another shrimp on the barbie.
You're getting really confused with your stereotypes.
Because he was really bad with that accent.
That was an Australian accent in that movie.
It was.
Yeah,
That's
it
what he
was
had. He didn't have a Cockney accent. It was
Yeah.
completely.
That's
He's like-
very intelligent humour from Paul there.
Crikey, Mary Poppins.
Yeah, don't get used to that, by the way.
It's not a drink.
You're crikey, Mary Poppins.
Struve, Mary Poppins.
You're flaming galah.
Galah. There you go. Yeah, I don't know where else besides that. Anybody else with more knowledge than myself?
I think that pretty much covers it for that area.
Yeah.
And we have to get on a train for the other bits. So for Beavertown, for Pure, Camden.
Yeah, she's a sellout trail. Yeah.
Where's the old
Where's
where's the
Harvey's.
Harvey's Brewing Company at there?
Harvey's is down
Yeah.
kind of Lewes in Brighton.
Right.
Yeah,
That and the Colonel. They out of London too?
the Colonel's
Bermondsey.
yeah,
Oh, that's
so,
Bermondsey.
yeah, so but you can't drink in at Colonel anymore because
Wow.
it got a bit fucking nuts. It's because it just got so busy. They were like, we don't like this. We're not
Oh,
gonna,
okay.
You can go and
They-
buy bottles, but
Yeah, and they sell it all at bottle shop anyway, so you can which is like next door.
Oh,
But,
so
yeah,
it's always there.
BMI
Just
on
buy
a
it.
Saturday, fuck that
Yeah,
shit. That's
that-
what all the knobheads do.
Yeah.
It is crazy on it. Like on a weekend, it is stupidly busy.
Hmm.
But I think other things are going to be happening that weekend with all the shithouses who pulled out of the festival. So Cloudwater said they're going to like do an event, didn't they? And
They all said it,
If you've
but there's
got a
not been
ticket-
much.
I think they will
So
do it.
petty that they're still doing
I'll
stuff
do it.
in London now.
Yeah,
It's so.
you happen to be in the same city as them.
So
Actually, they're
typical.
on the Peak Ender next weekend, which is Thornbridge's festival. And Cloudwater on there, as are Beavertown, as are a load of fucking other breweries who pulled out. But they're happy to, yes. They're happy to
But
be
with
on
the
it.
with all the pullouts, did it give way to get less fortunate breweries the chance to get into that festival, so you can get more? They can get more exposure.
Well, that's exactly what's happened this week.
Excellent.
A load of small breweries have been invited,
That's
which
great.
I think is really good.
That's better, actually.
Yeah, I was saying to these guys earlier that because if not, everybody just going for all the hype trains and not
Right.
trying stuff, just going, I really want to get all the Trillium beers and all the Treehouse beers and all this, all the Monkish beers, and they're just doing that and not really bothering with stuff which they might not normally go for, and also everybody who's got a ticket have been reimbursed £20 as well.
Ah.
Yeah, so
now you get £20 back, and then you get a bunch of beer that you probably never even heard of, that you never thought you could get, and that might be even better than the hype trains that you were going for. Yeah.
Surely a festival of that's what
less
it should be
beds
about.
maybe as well.
And the Nazis won't go now, the beer Nazis, because of the whole thing
Exactly.
too. So that's even better.
Wouldn't that
You-
be fun if they protested?
Oh,
If they
Picketed it.
picketed the festival.
some knobheads off of that YouTube, off of that
UKC,
Facebook group. Yeah.
Oh, that
They were there last year. All those dickheads. Like like a person I was with goes, "Oh look, that's the admins from UKCBF," and I said the Alan Partridge.
yeah.
I was like, I literally couldn't care less. Like they took over like a whole table, like they were like a little gang. I thought it was like fucking West Side Story. Like, come on.
It's like, what, you're going to set up a little podcast system with microphone rigs?
Have a game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, card games.
I can't. I forgot my 20-side die, so I can't play, guys. Sorry. Which I still have my dice somewhere.
Oh dear.
Oh
Just
dear.
exposed part of Paul's
Although
personality.
I'd like to play
I
cards.
expose myself enough as it is.
That's why you live in the woods.
Exactly.
Less people get to see you.
Mhm.
Just the bears and the raccoons.
Just the sexy bears.
Who he plays Magic the Gathering with.
I couldn't afford that shit. That was too high class.
Sorry.
If I'm buying cards, they better have naked ladies on it. That's the only thing.
Well, like readers' wives playing cards.
Just kind of crappy 1970s kind of like European porn, I'd say. They've always got a certain kind of. I know this because when we were in Madrid, my mate bought a pack of dirty cards for some reason.
Oh, you had to.
You always have to
holiday
have
over
a pack
there.
of dirty cards.
And yeah, they were all kind of. They have a certain hue to them.
Yeah.
Got a bit of orangey, kind of like sepia, not quite sepia, but yellowy tone.
But that yellowy tone, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Geraldine
like
from Doncaster. It's like,
How do you know her?
And their face and like their eyes were like looking through you.
yeah.
Almost. It was
Sandra from Blythe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They're looking at you like in the past to the future, going, "I'm a grandma now, but you're still looking at me." That kind of thing. Yeah. Or I'm dead. I'm dead now, and you're still looking at me. We did have a great idea. I don't know if you were privy to this, but when we were down in Kent for 2019's Piss Up, we were all thinking about getting the highest class beers that we can when we were near London and traveling out to Slough and just doing it on a park bench in the worst part we could find and do all the beer reviews just in the city center, kind of like in a park bench with graffiti behind us and people getting shot. It'd be great.
If there's no community police officer interruptions,
it
ain't worth a damn.
If it ain't worth a damn. Yeah, exactly. So we need that. I was like, that's a great idea. Harry was completely behind it. Peter was riveted. So yeah.
I actually don't remember this, but I'm fully behind it.
Yeah. You were at the time, but you were also drunk, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. I mentioned we should all go to a strip club in Slough, and then the next thing he has goes to a park
that's
bench.
a bit of a distance.
That's all right.
A strip club
It's
in
worth
Slough.
Yeah, you could go to worse places than Slough in Kent. You can go to Margate.
Margate? Okay.
Yeah.
Just think about Margate today.
Which is some bits of Margate are good, but some bits of Margate are really bad.
We like really bad. Really bad is good.
Like if you go to Iceland in Margate.
Iceland?
It's just like a supermarket over here.
Oh, like Iceland foods?
Yeah. But you'll see some sites in Iceland and Margate.
Yeah. I was looking in Berwick upon Tweed and they had an Iceland Foods. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So it's a grocery store chain of irreputable people.
Cheap frozen food is basically what they do. That's what it's called.
You were looking at something about Berwick, and then you were like, "Oh, Iceland." And it's just kind of like we're kind of twinning with like the Nordic region and stuff like that. And it's actually just a fucking freezer shop.
Yeah,
like pizza and chips.
That'd be great if that's on like their tourism board website. It's like, come to Berwick upon Tweed, now with an Iceland.
Now with an Iceland. I was hoping to get all the pickled herring, but no.
Now I can get 100 sausage rolls for £1. Yes.
Bake them at home.
I would have.
Flavoured rolls.
I just opened a can of Cloudwater and Boundary double IPA.
Boundary.
Very nice. There you go. As you were.
Cloudwater Boundary.
Boundary from Ireland.
I'm 100% behind Boundary.
Mm-hmm. I like Boundaries.
Just because Boundary has been absolutely fantastic, and that's the only beer I've had from them.
I thought it was because boundary is an obstruction of sorts.
Mhm.
Clever.
Like
Not
a butt
really,
plug.
not really, though, was it? Not that
It was kind of. It makes you think, and if there's a realization after you've thought about a joke, it's still a clever joke.
Oh, there
That's
you go.
it.
That's
It made you
essentially
think.
that's how I live my life. Not that funny, but I made you think.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I had
I live
the,
my life thinking I'm funny, and then I say something and there's no reaction.
You just look funny.
And I'm like, oh.
That's it. No.
Yeah. So
Well,
I thought it was funny.
the funniest thing you can say is something really crazy and rude with a straight face, and then people laugh. Because I'm not usually joking, but they think I am. But they laugh their ass off. And
That's
I'm
the
not really
danger.
joking.
That's essentially the inherent danger that you present, Paul.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
Should I
joking.
laugh?
Okay.
I don't know. Oh boy.
Should I be serious?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Just a lot of nervous laughter.
Yeah.
Part of your channel.
Hide your
Paul, you're so
children.
crazy.
I
Stepping
like
back.
that.
So, Peter, what were your beery highlights on your first soiree to Huddersfield?
Huddersfield.
A place I've been. Did it
Um,
stink like a squatch? Did they get the smell out?
I don't know. I don't think we had too many sort of like big beers. On
Where
that
did you
day.
go?
Magic Rock was obviously a massive
Yes.
highlight.
I figured you'd go there. Did you get the pies? They were good. Or did that platter? The platter that we got?
There were a food festival on in the city.
Yeah,
as well.
I got
Oh,
pies
shit.
at the food festival.
You
You can't
really
go up
did.
north and not get a pie.
How many pies did you buy?
4 for £5, and they were
Nice.
all bloody fantastic.
Mm.
Even though I look like a pig eating them on the train back home.
Fuck them.
He was eating pies between pubs.
Yeah, pies
Double
between pubs.
fisting pies.
Pies between food in pubs as well.
Nice, nice.
True. Yeah.
That sounds like a podcast. Waiting
Did you
to have
hit-
pies between
did you-
pubs?
Pies between pubs.
I know.
There we go.
I linked Rob the new tap list for Grove. Did you guys hit Grove that day?
We did.
Ooh.
We
Yeah.
did.
That was a lovely place. Got compliments on my t-shirt, so I'm happy with that.
Nice.
I got compliments on my T-shirt
Yeah.
in arcade. We didn't take Paul to arcade.
Oh, and I got compliments on a t-shirt. They actually
craft.
thought I worked for Track, and I was like, I fucking wish I did.
Yeah.
One day.
So you went to a place I didn't go. The arcade. Was it called?
Yeah, it's
Nice.
it's too craft for you. You might have liked it.
Nah.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm done.
it's got a strange layout as well.
I loved Grove. I thought Grove was the best. That was great.
Yeah, I went to Grove. I can't remember what I had in there. Stuart had stopped drinking by this point. For some
Yeah,
bizarre
Stuart
reason.
stopped, but then started again for a couple at the end.
Did you start at
Right.
the King's Head?
We ended at the King's Head.
Ah. Yeah.
Fucking nuts. There was thousands of people in front of the train station. It was like the opposite to Huddersfield Youth. When you came, it was dark and cold.
It was,
and then
yeah, it was beautiful.
we went, it was fucking 29 degrees
Hmm.
and thousands of people in front of the train station. And like King's Head was absolutely rammed. So with King's Head, we went to Rat and Ratchet, which was nice because it was quiet in there.
Yeah.
Got a packet of crisps.
Yeah.
The
The beer's not too exciting.
That's where I got my first Fuller's product, the HSB. The Gales.
No Fullers on. It was pretty much
No.
all their own stuff, sadly.
But
But as Peter said, it was just a bit.
meh. Star in.
No, we didn't go. They had a bar at the festival,
Ah, nice.
so we had that.
So
was
there was
our
a whole
first beer.
festival going on, a whole beer festival.
Well,
Oh shit!
food and drink festival.
Nice.
Yeah, the star of that was our first beer actually. We had a bunch of Mallingtons. Peter didn't go for the mild, which I was disappointed.
He didn't get Sarah
No.
Hughes Dark
No,
Ruby
no,
Mild.
no. It was a American hopped mild.
Oh fuck
so.
that! I don't want that shit. I thought if he saw the Sarah Hughes, he would attack it with vicious intent.
No,
If it was
it
a
was-
proper mild, then
Proper
probably.
mild. Oh yeah,
but
absolutely.
a bunch of single hop Mallinson stuff. They all taste a bit samey.
Yeah.
We had a chauffeur for grapefruit.
Oh, yeah.
On draft. No, that's in a plastic
Oh,
glass.
so good.
Oh yeah.
It was just
You
like
ca-
drinking grapefruit like smoothie. It
It
literally
was hot
was
as
like
fuck. It
grapefruit
was fucking
smoothie.
hot at that point as well.
And you guys couldn't remember what you had at Grove?
I
Did
had
you get it? Was
the-
Ola Dub still on? And when we were there, when you were there?
No,
'Cause
no.
that was so fucking. I got so lucky by having that on cask. It was like, oh, what the fuck?
I'd be worried
I
if
had
it was
a-
still on.
I'd still
think
drink
it-
the fucking thing.
Was it a Berliner Weisse that they had from Stone Berlin?
Imperial, yes, an Imperial.
Imperial
Berlin.
Berlin, which was absolutely gorgeous. It just surprised me how good Stone Berlin can be, but what we get is just like
Not so good.
this is like in between brews. It's like this is just
They've been pushing out Stone America too. Has been pushing a lot of just mildly okay beers lately. Like the Ghost, that was a Ghost Hammer or whatever, and all these different things that have been coming out now. I really haven't found anything that's too. Wow, look at that! Except for
No.
that Tangerine Express, that was probably the only one lately.
yeah, I think Stone shine more when it's like a smaller batch and like the harder Stone is to get is actually probably the best you're gonna taste a Stone beer. But then it's like, why not just make this stuff like accessible, like rotational, core range?
Mhm.
Yeah, we've tried Stone IPA, we've tried Go To IPA, we've tried.
Did you do America versus German stuff to see if there's a difference between the two? Like a
Not yet.
terroir
I've
difference?
not because it's actually really hard to get hold of Stone America stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can get like the bombers of like the limited releases, but to get like the Stone IPA actually from California, I've actually not seen it.
No, we don't get it anymore.
Yeah,
Since-
I think because the Berlin fee.
Yeah.
Makes sense. They are closer.
What did I have? I had a Colonel Pale Ale. I'm sure I had something else. Craig got a flight. He got a flight. No,
He
Well,
got
Flight to the
Infinity
Valkyries.
Vortex. He got that Verdant beer.
Unlike Stars.
Yeah, he
Unlike-
got
oh, that sounds like a nice one.
the Colonel Hibiscus Sour.
So the three. You got three. Yeah, I think that one. Did you get three? 3/3,
Sure.
I think. No.
And I just ended up drinking all of his Infinity Vortex because that's just.
Shit. I was really looking forward to that. You fucking drank his beer.
No, but it's
you
like,
guys didn't do videos?
just drink it. Ooh. That's not an impression of Craig, by the way. Cockles and muscles.
No videos then? No
No
crazy antic
Just
videos?
some fucking weird shit that Stuart recorded. Walking
got-
behind Stuart was massively entertaining. I have to
I found a video of
some madness.
that I made of "Don't Feed the Pigeons" and then panned to a group of pigeons, but I don't know what the context I
Craig.
initially had in mind was. So it's like, is this even
If there's a
worth
pigeon,
uploading?
you had a slight thought of Craig, and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
pigeons.
We went to the
Yeah.
Sportsman, which I don't think we took part of the Sportsman either. Which is it's kind of just around corner from station as you're heading down to Magic Rock. There were a bunch of Wishbone on there, which is local to me, and they were really good actually. Best beers he's produced.
Is that where we had the full English breakfast Scotch egg?
egg.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
good.
Oh, that
Cat by
sounds
wasps
like
all the time.
exactly
Yeah,
me.
Was it even better than the full English we had at the Port Street?
I would say so, actually. Yeah,
Good.
It was good. This was a quality Scotch egg.
You can't remember.
Made
it was a
nice.
really good Scotch egg, Paul.
And
Not
yeah,
to-
and
Like
You
to stamp on the memory, but
I know, it's fine.
stamp on the memory.
don't be offended.
Quite as this was better than the experience you had.
I'm coming back.
And Peter, do you want to tell people about the last beers you bought in the
Sam Smith.
in Sportsman? Ridiculous situation that it was.
Oh, I asked for 2/3 of it was a brute pilsner.
Well, those
If I remember correctly.
super dry pilsners.
Yeah. and they actually just gave me 2 1/3 glasses of beer.
Same thing. That's
Yeah,
the same
it's the
thing.
same thing, but it's like
Double
okay.
fist that bitch. How was it? How was that super dry pilsner? Were you cool with that?
It was really nice, actually.
On
Sha-
cask.
On cask as well. Yeah,
was it like
really,
the champagne of beers? After actually, the real champagne of beers then? Since
kind
it's so
of
dry. Yeah.
Yeah, but
What it mimosa?
oh, I don't know.
I don't know. We don't know.
You might be asking too much there, Paul.
Are you gonna throw up again?
No, that was just a burp. There's no solid object.
Okay, you're good. Okay, good. Well, that's great. Any crazy things happen that night that you are going to talk about online, even though you shouldn't?
No, it was actually quite amusing, but normal.
Hey,
Although the night before I heard was quite adventurous.
Ah,
yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous.
good. Ridiculous is good.
That's,
I hope Kent
that was,
2000. Yeah, I hope that's ridiculous as fuck. So,
but yeah, and yes, we drank a quality amount of high wire grapefruit, which was the perfect beer for the day. I mean,
oh yeah, definitely.
So
I need to buy more cans of that regularly. That's just.
What is it?
The grapefruit. It's a pale, isn't it? It's not an IPA. It's a pale.
Yeah.
And it's basically just Magic Rocks grapefruit pale.
Oh, okay.
It's
so just refreshing, citrus as fuck, and pound it down. I gotcha.
Yeah. That's good. Where else did we have? What did we have in arcade? I can't remember really.
Arcade.
Oh, we had a Mobley.
Yeah.
Mobley IPA. There was other entertaining qualities of the arcade.
Yes. Jean shorts.
Oh, did you find a redhead?
No, but jean shorts.
Jean shorts. Hey, well, how about dungarees?
That would have been better, but jean shorts.
So
I just remember Marble with the dungarees. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I had I had the Mobley. I had a White Frontier, which is the most kind of iffy racist name for a brewery ever. White Frontier.
Yeah.
The
Great White.
Considered that. That is. That's funny.
Well, it's the guy who used to be the head brewer at Galway Bay. They're based in Switzerland. It's really good. I had a double IPA, which was maybe just a single IPA, brewed in collaboration with Brewband Numbers. That was
so the
nice.
Irish Brewing Company is former brewer was Switzerland. But
no, other way round. The Swiss brewery's head brewer was a brewer in a really good brewery in Ireland.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah,
and I can't remember what else we had.
Craig bought that Cloudwater beer.
The wheat one? Was it the wheat one?
I think so. I'm sure it was a collaboration.
Have a bit of a
yeah
on the can.
That's the best way to describe Cloudwater's artwork.
Yes, I think I remember that.
Because that was in that really sweaty basement area of arcade, right next to the toilet.
Oh yes, right next to the toilet.
So it's fragrant. Oh, nice, very good.
The quality moment because there's a little kind of tabled area essentially outside the toilet.
Yeah, you can fit like 5 people essentially.
Oh, maybe 15 at a push if you're getting cozy.
15 if a couple of people are standing.
Maybe 12 at a push. Anyway, so we were in there. We had a table on the end, and then there was another table here and a table here. And but you can see the toilet door as you just sat. Everybody can see the toilet door. So Craig went in, left the door open, and pretended to start on this last next to me. We're like, he's not going to leave that door open, is he? he just looks over his shoulder. He closed the door. It was okay.
He's not me. He closed the door. Good point. Good.
It was a quality moment.
And I did manage to have a stealth shit in there as well.
Well done.
Oh, good. You pushed out a
Well
stealther.
done.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Stealthy.
How kind of rude to be shitting 5 feet away from everyone drinking, though. But
Well,
at the same
that's where the
time,
toilets are. That's where the toilets
I
are.
didn't put the toilet there. Who put the toilet there? Not me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, serving all this.
Thankfully,
hazy
there was
IPA.
loud music.
I believe when we went, we finished the night off in the Sam Smith pub. It was our finisher.
We didn't go there.
And you guys didn't go there. So you couldn't have enjoyed what I enjoyed, which was amazing.
It was a very much a different day.
A much a different day. You finished at the King's Head where I started. Isn't it kind of funny that that's weird that you finished where I started?
It was absolutely rammed in there as well. We're like 4 deep at the bar. When like we went with Paul, it was like 12 people.
Yeah,
in
12
there,
people. Like most of them were
2 on a Wednesday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's quite different. Yeah, because
it was interesting to see how the place changed.
We went back to arcade, didn't we? Because it was quite good. Draft wise, but it got
Went back there for jean shorts.
Yes,
jean shorts.
We're terrible human beings.
Yeah,
and
jean shorts and very awkward beer shelving.
But yeah, we got a couple of beers to try. Me and Craig got 2 beers from Ridgeside, is a Leeds-based brewery. We got their kind of weird peach pie Hefeweizen, which was really quite nice, and their Brute IPA as well, which was good.
That's the new thing, going to be sweeping America now if it hasn't already.
We had like 4 over. Like Craig had not had. Well, I'd not had one before, and we had like 4 over a weekend.
So what is a Brute IPA actually like? I know it's super dry, but is there a lot of flavor compounds other than that just dryness?
I presume
is it kind of ripping your
the finishing fermentation with a champagne yeast. I presume that's what it is.
So super dry.
Yeah.
If there's anybody watching who knows any better than that, please inform us.
What kind of like Sriracha? Was it Sriracha Ace? They finished from Brooklyn. They finished that off with champagne yeast. It's super dry.
Well, maybe even more, because me and Craig went around Leeds on Sunday, which was really fun actually, and a bit more laid back. As it turned out, it was Leeds Pride on Sunday as well, so Leeds was fucking full. It was Leeds United's first home game of the year, and Leeds and Pride. Leeds was absolutely full. We thought we'd have a really laid back day, but it was absolutely packed. But yeah, down in North Monk, they had a Brute. Is it Brute or is it Brut?
Brute, I think.
Because Moet Chandon is actually Moet. I've learned this recently. So is it Brut? I don't know. I'm not.
Moet Chandon?
Yeah.
Moet Chandon? Yeah.
Moet. It's not Moe, as a lot of people think it would be. Anyway, yeah. The Brute
does that
IPA.
Mean those people are like inherently racist for thinking that that's what it would be pronounced as?
No, it's
just pretentious. No, it's Moe.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's Moet.
Yeah.
Moet Chandon.
No, it's
French.
French
at school.
I've had 3 bottles of that in my life, and I've never liked it at all, ever. I just cannot get my taste buds around that. I was like, I know I'm supposed to like Moet and Shannon, but I just don't. It's just not my thing.
No, so you mean the one at Northern Monk, what we had on Sunday, that was a Brute IPA, but with white grape as well, and that was the driest beer I've ever had. It was just fucking nuts.
That sounds too much to me.
You can feel it in your teeth. It was just dried out, patches in your mouth.
Just drink cider.
Apple cider vinegar.
It was a really, really weird situation. We had some great beers on Sunday. Some cracking. Leeds was on rare form. Yeah, we had stuff down at Northern Monk. Patron's Project #1 had been rebrewed, and that was incredible. They had a collab with Wylam's opened this new place down by the river, I think it's called, in Newcastle. Cherry Coke Stout, which was average. The Amundsen collab was a bit average. But yeah, City of Industries was amazing. Moving on up We had that, which is a 10% triple IPA. That was good. And then Track, North Brewing's collab with Track, double dry hop IPA was fucking incredible. Buy some. Kill your mother and to buy some. It's so good. That's one of the best beers I've ever this year. That was absolutely incredible. We found that up at North Bar as well. I can't remember. We had something else up there. I just drank more of that, and Craig had something different. Yeah, Mill Brewing. Great, Jake. Have you heard any Mill Brewing?
Yeah, I've had their Foxbick, which is like their lambic with like cider lees, I think.
So what's the crack with Mill? What's the approach? Is it like a what is it? Is it a farmhouse brewery?
I think so. But they do like literally like a couple of beers. It's like they have like such like a small output. It's really strange. Like I'm not too sure like where they are, like what they do.
Yeah,
it's like a weird thing. They just release these big bottles of beer, and it's like, oh yeah, I'll buy one of those. But yeah,
so I've got the running beer. I got a bottle of that, and we had it at Turk's Head.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I want to try like more of their stuff, but like, yeah, they are a strange brewery. I think they're like absolutely tiny, like tiniest of the tiny, sort of like nano brewery sized.
Yeah. It was good. It's kind of like a really low ABV, kind of light, but massively breaded.
Yeah.
Kind of pale ale. It was decent. That. What was the other thing? Peter's left us a cryptic message which says "Beer review. See you tomorrow."
I think it's because it's quarter to.
Oh
12.
right, so you'll see us because his beer reviews take about 18 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That guy, that crazy guy.
That crazy kid.
He's a crazy guy. Yes. So what else did we have? So that was really quite interesting. Not something I could drink hell of a lot of, but because it was such a hot day on I mean, Craig come up here expecting kind of like nice, kind of like sub 21 degree temperature,
Yeah.
and then it were all like fucking like it didn't drop below like 25 or something. It was like it's like he's just going sweating. You're like as soon as he walked in, somebody just goes, he just looked at me for him.
I know when he went north, he wanted colder temperatures. He said that, and it didn't happen.
It didn't happen, sadly. Actually, he's probably chipping in with some comments. So, what's he saying? Yeah, he says no. The North Track IPAs cans are in London. Bloody hell! I mean, they're at Rainville in Leeds, but that's the only place I've seen them. Nowhere else around me. Even though you see, this is the weird thing. I had a comment on my Action Bronson 7000 review today. Yeah, it's fantastic. I really enjoyed it, and I loved your video. By the way, I like the. Fuck, that's delicious. It was a wonderful moment. I didn't get a reaction I thought if I mentioned him in the tweet, if I get a reaction, I'm gonna get something back from
just some sort of acknowledgement, just like the tweet or something.
That would have made my year. Anyway, on that I had a message from a guy who was from Flushing in New York, which I think is where Action's from.
Flushing,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, he's like, I'm from Flushing, and I cannot fucking find this beer. And he's like, yeah, I've got a spare can in my fridge actually. I had to go to Bristol to get the original one, but then Stuart picked me another one up in Leeds. But yeah, you can't get it in like the town where the guy lives, but you can get it over here. It's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed it.
It's strange how it works. Yeah, that was a great beer. It's just it's like one of those times, and I think I said it in the review, and it happens less and less nowadays, where a beer just lives up to expectation and just hits like it was just like a perfect beer. It just hit everything.
Yeah.
Well, if you'd lower your expectations, You hit them all the time.
I refuse to. Yeah, but that's the thing. If you don't have any expectations, you're never disappointed, I suppose.
But I know they have. That's where I am with women. I know they have the veil. You guys get the veils because of the McKellar boxes. I can't get veil here, but I went to McKellar San Diego, which I ordered the craftshack.com stuff from California, and they sent me 6 boxes of beer because I bought that much at the one time. But so I go, okay, well, I'll go to McKellar San Diego. And it pops this thing up, because of your state, we cannot ship beer to your state, blah, 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 because of California regulations. I was like, that's so horseshit. I'm looking at 6 boxes of beer from California. So, unfortunately, I can't get into that stuff, because I was going to do the McKellar box. I was like, yeah, I'll pay for whatever it is for 1 box at least. But they won't ship it to PA.
Is that from Denmark?
San Diego. From San Diego.
San Diego. Okay.
Yeah. So I figured I'll go to the San Diego one. It'll ship here, blah, blah, blah. Nope. Fuck you.
That's the old Alesmith brewery.
Is it?
It is, yes. I've been.
I know.
It was a wonderful experience. Just saying.
I haven't had an Alesmith beer in a long time, but they were always good.
Fucking love Alesmith. I bet they pulled out as well. Were they on at the Beavertown? They're meant to be on. They pulled out. Why would they pull out? Why on earth would Alesmith pull out if they were invited? I'm going to check.
If Firestone Walker didn't pull out, I doubt Alesmith did.
Oh, Firestone Walker wouldn't have a leg to stand on, though, would they?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take all the Firestone Walker and Hair of the Dog. Especially the really good stuff like the Matt and Adam and Otto. It's like, yeah, I'll drink all that, please. I don't give a fuck who pulled out. Give me that.
I'm all over whatever Firestone. And as long as they don't bring like fucking... Right, this is the thing, because there's Firestone Walker Europe, which is Adrian Walker.
He's a prick.
He's a prick.
That Adrian Walker's a prick.
David's brother. So if they better not just rock up with fucking Easy Jack as much as I like.
Oh yeah,
that's what they had last year. Last year they had DBA or whatever it's called.
Double DBA, DBA is fucking
and they had Easy Jack.
That's
DBA.
Now, if they actually had like double DBA, like on like what they usually put in the big, tall 22s. That's an amazing beer. The bourbon barrel aged double DBA is fucking fantastic. But like if they had like really super fresh double Jack, that'd be something worth having. But I really wasn't a huge fan of Union Jack or Easy Jack or anything like that, like the regular stuff like that. Yeah. Now, I know they had the what was it, Ursus versus Lion, something like that was out. I don't know about that. I haven't had that.
Yeah, it was not bad.
Yeah, I had Fortum, which was part of that series, and that was quite nice.
No, Alesmith have pulled out. Bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. That's ridiculous. They're I see them as quite a corporate kind of brewery.
Mm-hmm.
My fucking issue is, I bet they've been invested in. When I was there, Peter Zion was definitely entertaining corporate clients when I was in there. So that's absolutely fucking bullshit. And it looks like the old brewery looked like an insurance office when you went in there anyway.
I think they just did it just to get their name on the wall again because no one's been talking about Alesmith for like 5 years.
Yeah, I love Alesmith beer. I mean, Speedway is just it's one of the best beers in the world. The
Speedway is good, especially now that it's in cans. I was really surprised it was Speedway when I had it because the first time I had Speedway, that was a long time ago. I thought it was a little bit too boozy. At least that batch was. But when I had the Speedway on the bit thin, yeah,
fuck you.
But
Speedway in the bottle was always better than the cans I've had. Just saying.
I just had the new. I haven't had a new bottle. I've only had a new can. I haven't had it in quite a long time, but I liked it. But I always liked their old Numbskull and their Decadence and stuff like that. I always loved sipping on that stuff.
Yeah, no, great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am disappointed that they pulled out. But Firestone Walker, you should see the beers that they take to Copenhagen. They're not fucking around. That's the good shit. But they're not going to take. That's piss poor if they just take car range.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens. That's exactly what happens at the Albino Rhino Brewing Brewfest that we went to, all these breweries come in with their core fucking. Oh, here's our new alt beer. An alt beer. You brought a fucking alt beer to a beer fest, and that's like the best beer you have. What the fuck? Like, where's your barrel aged this, or just small batch this, or scratch batch that, or like give me something. Like, what the fuck?
I might go up to the stand and go. So what bottles you got hidden away then?
What you got behind the table there, Slappy?
Open.
We got our new.
No, I see you just fucking pouring your pale ale.
Yeah.
Pouring your session IPA. Well, fucking well done. Go home.
They might step up their game now. So if they might not have known the caliber of beer that was going to be poured there.
Yeah. What do you got behind the counter there, buddy? Well, I'll tell you what. We got this new Kolsch. Just fuck off.
Is it a double dry hopped Imperial Kolsch? No.
No, it's just Kolsch.
I will accept nothing less than Parabola.
Yeah, exactly. Give me. Well, no. Actually, I wouldn't mind to see how Eldorado's coming along since I had it fresh. It would be nice to try that again. And then, what was it? I always liked their anniversary ales. I haven't had one in a while. Yeah. Of course, Parabola's beautiful. Sticky Monkey. Is it called Sticky Monkey? That one. And the Velvet Merkin was good. I like that. Bit thin, but good.
Well, actually, that is thin.
It is thin, yeah.
One time I agree with you on your ridiculous thin issues.
There's a difference between body and mouthfeel. I'm just saying.
Quite.
The body was a bit thin. But
no, it is. I completely agree. Yeah, I've still got a bottle of a couple of years ago version.
But if they bring specialty stuff, it'll be totally worth it.
Yes, I really hope they do, because I'll go over there and if they've just got fucking. That's gonna be so disappointing.
Well, they fucking keg that shit, so they have kegs of it.
Yeah, they do events.
It's not bottle only.
No, that'd be just bullshit.
And Founders and Bells are still there, right? Too.
Bells are Founders. Let me check.
Not sure if Founders is going to be there now because they're releasing a brand new beer.
But Founders might not have been invited because they maybe they were too corporate.
Oh. Because I know they're going to release a new barrel-aged IPA, I think, here coming up soon, too. I would like to try Barrel Runner and see if it was good. I haven't had that. I haven't seen that yet. Bell's is always good times, especially if they bring, their Expedition Stout, which is if they have a barrel-aged version of it or anything, because Expedition's great.
I was saying earlier, give me fresh, Two-Hearted.
Two-Hearted and Hop Slam all day long, yeah. I've had a 6-pack. I've had a 12-pack of that on a hangout before. That's good times.
Then they do fucking mini kegs of Hop Slam nowadays.
Yes, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Like old school fucking beer tube. That was the beer.
That was definitely a hype beer.
With his swirling his glass of Hop Slam. That's what it were all about. That was beer tube back in the day.
I remember when Hop Slam was a big fucking deal. And I couldn't believe it when it first came to PA, my area. It's like, holy shit, 10%.
I'd love to see that. That would make me a happy man. I was looking. Fuller's are on. They're not. See, that's it. Fuller's aren't going to take fucking a cask of Pride, are they?
No.
I mean, come on. Just get with the fucking program. Like American breweries, yeah, Bell's, Blackberry Farm, they're good. What I've heard from them, kind of Saison-y kind of stuff. What other American breweries? Casita Cerveceria. I'll be curious to see what they bring. Cigar City, if Cigar City bring a big imperial stout,
if there was Hanapu, if they bring a Hanapu, that's worth it right there.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I even just Marshall Zukov. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, Crooked Dave, you can't sleep. And these are the ones that are left. These are the non-hype breweries that are still left. And I think they're still.
They were hyped at one point in time, though.
Crooked Dave are fucking ace. They still are. Hair of the Dog.
Like I said, any of the Ottos, Matts, Adams, all that shit's fucking Fred's. All that stuff from Hair of the Dog is amazing.
See, I know New Belgium are huge, but we do not get New Belgium.
I don't drink New Belgium.
But we just don't get it. But considering they're the second biggest craft brewery in America, we've never got New Belgium over here. So to be pouring Fat Tire in the UK is. I remember having Fat Tire in Washington Dulles Airport
Mm.
Oxbow, they're a Maine-based kind of Saison brewery, which I mean, Pete's Port. I love Pete's Port, so I'll be all over that. Me and Jake were talking about it earlier. Bacon and eggs. They've got bacon and eggs on.
Yeah.
You were at Pizza Port, right? You went to Pizza Port, didn't you?
Went to 2 Pizza Port locations.
2 of them.
Yep. Count them.
Wow. Count them, baby.
See, I'm curious what Sierra Nevada are going to take. See
if you got
like,
barrel aged
barrel-aged
narwhal, barrel aged Bigfoot, all good times.
Okay, I'm right. Exactly. Lost Abbey. If they've got some incredible beers that they can bring them as well. Yeah,
Lost Abbey's got lots of good shit. There's so much. I mean, it's super fucking expensive though. The price point is ridiculous, but the amount of good stuff they have is great.
Yeah. So I mean, these are they're not hype breweries, so
it's the only place that I know that can
realize what they are.
Make 11.2 ounce bottles and sell them for $28, and people still buy them.
It was fucking nuts. When we were in San Diego, it was the launch of Veritas, which you had to order like 3 weeks to a month in advance in order to pick up your like 2-bottle allocation. And it was the day that people were collecting the bottles when Ryan took us over. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. Is the whole kind of like fucking situation. You're like, right, you've bought this beer in advance, and now you're going to a brewery to collect it.
That's crazy.
But I bet there was a line too. Was there a line?
No, because I guess that was the entire point. If you did the
I was going to say, because if there was a line too, that would negate the whole purpose of just fucking buying it on advance. Like, I don't have to go to a line. I bought it already. It's waiting for me. We're good.
Exactly. So
but I kind of thought some retards would line up anyway, just because that's what they do.
No, it was a really good day actually. I mean, it was quite busy in there. I mean, like half of the bars, Port Brewing, half of the bars, and Tommy was serving. And I was like thinking, hang on, is that Tommy Alpha? It's like pouring with everybody else. Yeah, there he is. The grumpy looking fucker.
The grumpy bastard.
And they have all the labels. All the paintings that are on the wall and stuff around the brewery. The original kind of like oil paintings that in like Lost Abbey. There's like an arch. Like a wooden arch, and where all the barrels are. So like Lost Abbey's there, and then all the stainless.
I need to. Was it? I can't remember the brewery name. I can't. I'll never be able to remember this. It's not La Fontaine or anything like that, but it's like London's or whatever. It's over.
Longsden.
Yeah, I think they're from over in the western part of America there, and they always have like the pastoral, like countryside scene on all their things. Yeah. And I was like, I need to find a brewery that wants me to paint them fucking landscapes for their beer labels. That's Absolutely. What I need. Yeah. Get the money. You
need a bit more alpine kind of like.
Well, I can do anything.
You need a shack in there.
I could put like a brewery shack in there. That's where the girls get touched. Let's put it on there. There's the shack. Maybe. I'll put a dirty mattress outside of the ground. That's horrible.
Maybe a Scottish island with a bothy.
There you go. I can do this. This is happening.
Maybe you could, yeah.
Couple cracked out Jakeys in the corner. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I should do that. That'd be fucking sweet. I was thinking about just doing that for my own brewery. If I started up and I actually started making labels, I'll just fucking paint my own damn labels.
Yeah.
I used to design my own, with just pictures I took anyway. So I was like, fuck it, same thing. Just paint the damn thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I have to start getting that going
from strength to strength.
Yeah.
You have to rename your channel.
I have to rename. Yeah.
Paul Paint.
Paul Paint.
Paul Paint. That's a good. That's catchy. Hey.
Paul Ross.
Paul Ross.
Paul Ross.
You just get a perm.
Yeah, I need this fucking thing would be a hell of a. I mean, that perm would be
I'd love
like
to see
this.
that. That would be
That is going to be a crazy ass thing. I was gonna try to. I started my hill climb challenge today, and I made the video. It's like a 23-minute video. I tried to post today, but it took too long to upload, so I'll upload it tonight. But I'm gonna have beer coming up though. It's just all archived reviews because I had some that I've done that I need to publish still, and then I got my old computer running again. There's some old ones I found on the old computer that I'll publish. So it'd be crazy, just like, all of a sudden my beard's like this, and then it goes here, then this. I was like, I gain 20 pounds, I lose it 20 pounds. It's gonna be weird seeing all these random videos getting posted. But I'll probably put like archived after the title so people understand what's going on. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Oh, right,
Hopefully.
chaps. I'm gonna have to. Oh, look, Pete's back as I'm now going.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Oh, no.
Just hang around now, just to annoy you.
He's been waiting for a minute.
Yeah.
He's been
How long
waiting
did you
for
talk
As
about
soon as I
your
said I'm now
character
gonna go.
review?
15 minutes.
Night.
You gotta stay.
Right.
Peter's back.
Got a stage 8.
No.
Well,
Look at the fucking head on that thing.
What, Peter?
Family life, online beer friends, family
Jake's gonna
life,
be back in like
online.
4 hours.
Actually, hey,
Yeah.
Peter, do me a favor. Can you hold that beer up again?
Shoulder.
Can you hold that beer up? It looks like you're holding up a little you. A big albino white head with a black suit on. It's great. It's like you. You're holding you up right now. It's cute. When you first did that, the whole thing was like nothing but a head.
It was a big head. It's a really hard glass to pour a beer into.
What is it?
It's a Schneiderweiser glass, and it's
Is it Aventina's glass? Is it the Aventina?
That your point. You're doing your wheat.
no,
beer.
it's not. It's not the Aventina's glass. It's just like a.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, I
There
forgot.
we
Yeah,
go.
that is. It's the darkest wheat beer without being a dunkel.
It's
Anyway.
so good.
Anyway,
So, we'll let Jake go.
Jakey.
I'll probably be back in like an hour with a baby in my hand.
Yeah,
There you
If
go.
you're still.
Well, with the rate you're going, you'll have 4 or 5 by
Yeah.
By the end of the night.
We kick them out, us Overtons. That's what we do. we multiply.
You're starting the farm.
Yeah. Well, I just want to know, just in case, like my organs start failing, and I've got lots of backups everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick and choose.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, see you later, guys.
Hello.
Cheerio.
Have a good one, Jake.
Pip pip. Ba-da-doo. You're eating some more.
I've got one of the, I've got a
Cheese
glass,
and
and
onion roll.
I thought it was an Aventina's glass. I will be back in a second.
Oh shit.
Shit just got real.
That's absolutely gorgeous.
It is a beautiful beer, isn't it? They don't make a bad beer. They
No.
don't. They
No.
just don't.
No. And the good thing about this,
I've had
it's not heavy. It's not like I don't feel bloated after drinking it like most wheat beer.
It's a clearer beer. It's a little bit clearer than other wheat beers
Yeah.
too. But the smoke is just a nuance instead of all in your face.
I mean, you get that sort of like honey glazed smoked ham character, and it works really nice with that banana-y clove combination. That's just absolutely.
It's almost. It reminds me of like cooking a couple different treats at the same time because you get like a the cookie clove kind of deal going on, and all you have this nice ham going on. I'm like, God, it sounds like breakfast in my house.
Yeah.
And then I've had their Helles from their Doppelbock, and I've had every single one between there, as far as I know, and none of them are bad.
No,
none of them are even. Yeah, none of them are even below solid. They're all above solid. That's the damnedest thing.
Yeah. Tell you what I'll do. I'll have a quick look on tap just to see how many beers that they've made. And they've only made 7 beers.
That's what I probably have because I've had. Well, I don't know. Let's see: Helles, Weizen, Marzen, Yerbach, Doppelbock, Fest beer, and I'm missing one.
Okay, let's see what we've got here. Yes, continue as Peter. Because there's one or two that I've not heard of before. Okay, here we go. I mean, I would do the whole screen share thing, but my internet is so terrible that there'd probably even be lag by doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So, they've got the Märzen,
Mm-hmm.
they've got the Urbock,
Mm-hmm.
then, of course, the Doppelbock,
Mm-hmm.
then the Lager beer,
The regular lager? Is it like a regular lager or a Helles?
yeah, the Helles.
The Helles, yeah.
Then they've got the Weizen,
Mm-hmm.
the Fasten beer,
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
and then the last beer they've got is the Kreuzen.
Oh yeah,
Oh
never
no,
had
that's
that
the
one.
shit one.
But I'd
the
like.
Croissant's terrible.
Oh, isn't it kind of funny? We were just talking about how that brewery has no bad beers because we haven't had a single bad beer from them. But that's the only beer that neither one of us has had, and
That's
you've had it,
terrible.
and you don't like it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
My brother-in-law from Texas. We're over. And he likes kind of smoky. He likes dark beers and smoky beers.
Right.
And he bought that, and he was like, "There's like a." It's like a iffy lager, like really kind of malty lager.
Yeah, it is
with
lager.
A very faint.
Well, I was going to say, the one thing that they don't make is like a Dunkel or a Schwarzbier, because that would be awesome too.
So I'll give you the description of the Kreuzen, which is in the world of German brewing.
The Krausen.
Robert's actually pronounced Kreuzen because it's got the umlaut.
Umlautas. Oh my god.
Über the A.
But do you know what it means?
Why is there B's in my S's?
Refers to the
Do you know what
intense
it means?
proliferation of bubbles and foam formed.
Krausen.
I'm being educational.
No, you're not.
You just be quiet for 1 second, even though it's being hosted on your channel. I'm very sorry. And
go on then.
So,
Boots.
in the world of German brewing, Kreuzen refers to the intense proliferation of bubbles and foam formed during fermentation of a young or green beer. And Aufkreuzen, literally to kreuzen it up, referred to a historic brewing technique in which some green beer is added to a fully matured lager. So this is like the birth
like
of New England IPAs. Yeah,
I was going to say it's a Solaris method, and it's also called Krausen. So that's the way you actually say it.
Krausen is the fucking.
It's the form in brewing that forms on the top.
If it was Krausen, it would just be the AU, but it's an A with the umlaut above it. Therefore, it gets the E after the A.
I think the worst part is Krausen actually isn't a German word, so I think they just made it their own in that. I don't know why, but there you go.
Exactly. But yeah, if you'd let me continue on this,
it means witch's. It means witch's hair. Apparently, that's what I read.
So this is a very old and very typically German tradition, and today even English-speaking brewers refer to this technique as krausening. Krausening brings the vibrant freshness of young beer to the more refined, austere flavors of a fully matured lager.
Austere.
Schlenkerla Kreuzen is, I know I mispronounced that. Don't judge me too much. Is an amber-coloured, unfiltered lager beer with beautiful malt flavours and a slight smokiness. It matures for months in the deep rock cellars underneath the Schlenkerla brewery and is krausened with Echt Schlenkerla Rauchbier just before kegging. Quaffable and with a pleasantly moderate level of alcohol, Echt Schlenkerla Kreuzen is an ideal refreshment for the warmer months.
How many umlautas did they put? How many of those?
Yeah, I've finished now. Don't worry.
So basically, they took a beer that nobody wanted because it was crap, and then added more beer to it, faking.
Yeah, it was a bit too green. It's like most New England IPAs now.
So what my basic understanding of it is, as someone who's not reading off the internet, is that
And mispronouncing things.
Krausen is
That's the English version.
Well, let's just go with this for a second. Is the stuff that is on
the witch's tip.
Stuff that is on the top of a fermenting beer. That is
Wow,
Krausen.
CO2 is formed.
And that is the name refers to a witch's hair. That's what I read many moon ago.
Yeah.
And to Krausen is to essentially to if you've got Paul probably best to correct me on this. If you've got like a stall fermentation, you'll add add something to like an active yeast in which is within a beer. Which is actually fermenting. You'll stick that into a beer that might have stalled, and that's to Krausen. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm not.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you can you'll take a starter, you'll take that, and which is a fresh beer, you just brewed with and then you add some active yeast to it to make sure it's going. You dump that into that stalled fermentation, it kicks back up. You keep going, rock and roll. What they're talking about sounds like we took shit that we didn't want to throw away, but nobody liked, and we fucking topped it up with beer that sells and just sold it back to the idiots in the first place. Yeah, that's what that
pretty
sounds like.
Yeah,
the cheap Germans. They're cheap down in Bavaria, apparently.
Yeah,
that's Peter's understanding of it.
Yeah, the Kreuzen,
not the true, authentic understanding of it from my Michael Jackson book.
Yeah. All I'm going to say is when an A has a ... above it.
Umlaute.
All I'm going to say is that.
All I'm going to say is it's got an E after the A,
right?
Essentially.
I got an F in German.
Was there dots over it?
I didn't live there.
Because then you put an E, so that means you got an E instead of an F.
Because that means
the train to Geneva.
Oof. Uber.
That's the extent of my German nowadays.
Ich hatte gerne ein großes
Wann ist die nächste zu das Genfer, bitte?
A, B, K, D, E, F, G.
Spitze in meine Augen.
Nein, danke.
No, not into that? No.
You guys just picking up off of like blurry fucking VHSs they found out.
Yeah.
Nazi themed comedy porn films.
Nazi themed comedy porn.
I've seen them on RTL 4.
All made by
yes.
Just Frank had something to do with that.
Yeah, RTL 1, that's where you have Tutti Frutti. We've been down that route before.
Tutti Frutti.
Tutti Frutti. I think they should release that in the UK.
Tutti Frutti?
A British version of Tutti Frutti. Peculiar German 90s game show which involved.
Because they make sense if like
boobies.
Eurotrash did like a spin-off.
No, but there were nothing kind of cynical or kind of like ironic about it. It was just like.
I don't know
what did we get. We got Keith
Chegwin
naked
TV,
in a jungle setting.
Exactly, it's terrible, isn't it? Paul, do a Google search for German TV Tutti Frutti.
Okay.
It was an intricate part of my adolescence.
I was in Germany. I was watching this weird ass game show where people were rolling cans of cat food to try to get the shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with these goddamn game shows in Germany?
Germany loves their like trashy game shows.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's like, what the hell's going on?
They love their like reality TV. There's I always remember a TV show called The Blaulicht Report, which is like this fake police like documentary series they did where they'd like just follow police on a daily basis. And it's like this is like viewing at like 10 o'clock in the morning. And it's like they were doing like a double rape and kidnap like fake case, but done in like a really trashy way. And it's like this is amazing. It's like this woman's been like discovered in the back of a car, and like half naked at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and then like the assailant is like just there like acting all innocent, like, oh, I didn't realize she was in the car. I didn't
was just
realize she
watching
was
the
in the
car.
car.
I don't know who she
Yeah.
is. It's not even my car.
Yeah.
I don't even
I
live
think
here.
the most disgusting thing I ever saw on German TV at breakfast time was this
Live
fake,
shitting.
live shitting.
Live shitting.
Like,
nothing wrong with that.
that's how they report
It's
the weather.
9:30.
Yeah.
Going off.
But it was this woman who allegedly had a cheese fetish,
Oh yeah.
and there was a scene where she was literally bathing in cheese,
Oh
and
yeah.
then like with squirty cheese, like putting
Oh,
it
yeah.
all over her.
Oh, thank you. Just keep going.
And I was like, this is legit. I've like watched every eFucked video, every like gorish video or bestgore.com video.
Yeah.
This made me retch
Oh really? I thought
much
it
more
sounds
than
awesome.
any of those videos. It was just like how like, because you can clearly tell that she's just like this like really low tier actress
Yeah, right.
who's
right,
like, I'll do
right.
anything to get on TV, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, we've got this fake reality TV show
Yeah. You know what the funny thing
which
is?
follows human lives, and it's
You
like,
said
no.
about reality TV, and then you said about the show with the police, and it reminded me of Cops. And then all of a sudden we were talking about stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, a reality-based show where there's a bunch of head brewers and they had to like deal with each other, and it's called Hops. And I was like, oh, that's gonna be horrible. They're probably gonna do that one day.
They probably will. There'll be like a
Hops.
reality.
Yeah, it's gonna be
beer
called Hops, and
related
it's not gonna
TV
be
show.
good. Yeah. They actually had Cops. Remember the show? You know, the Cops show. They actually had it over here, and they based one out of Hazleton, Pennsylvania. They actually had to cancel the show because people were purposely committing crimes just to get on TV. So they finally canceled the Hazleton section of Cops because people were actually doing really bad shit just to get on TV.
No.
Yeah.
It's American culture.
I don't know what it is, but every time you have to bring up German TV, it just ruins the fucking channel. I just get in silence. Dead. Everything died.
Well, whilst you were yammering on about that, I had a search on Google, and I've monetized my channel again. Hey!
You're allowed to?
I'm monetized again. I'm like one of the 4 people on YouTube who've been monetized. I didn't realize. I just had to, Peter, you said you need to probably find a page and like click a thing, and it goes,
yeah, it's like just this obscure.
That's exactly. Let's click on this and it moves the switch over. That was it.
I thought anybody over 1,000 subs can monetize.
1,000 subs, and this Gareth Greasy early on said over 4,000 minutes in 12 months and over 1,000 subs. And I'm like, yeah, I'm over that. Why am I getting topping up that £18 I've been on for since this fucking shit? Give me my cheese.
That's the thing is, even if I get 1,000 subs, I only get 20 views per video, so it's still not gonna matter. I still won't get the hours per minute or whatever the hell you have to do.
Oh.
Yeah, unless I just watch my own shit all the time.
No, I think other people have tried that. I don't think it works.
Oh, it doesn't work if you just put your shit on continuous loop and you just watch it all night long, where it just plays and plays and plays.
Desperate situation to be.
I'm trying to get the pennies. I want them all.
Yeah, Craft Beer Channel said that I think they make $60 a month. Fucking hell, they've got a lot.
Hey,
more.
It's $60 more than I ever made.
I've made. I was telling Peter earlier. I've made £6 and like 27 pence on my iffy T-shirts that I put on Redbubble, which say make. It's like they don't do caps annoyingly because I met on Twitter. I had a very popular tweet. I had a very popular tweet where I like mocked up like a Trump cap and it said "Make IPA clear again." But I couldn't. But this website didn't do caps, so I put it on a T-shirt, and I've sold 3 this week. Cha-ching.
I saw someone wearing one.
It was Brian.
Yeah.
Brian was, until this week. Brian
Yeah.
was the only owner in the world of that T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about product placement. You got to get somebody to wear your T-shirt who's massively more popular than you are.
Because they were talking about Joe. Joe's been only reviewing, well, at least for a while. It was only reviewing hazy IPAs and stuff.
Yeah.
I said, let's, and I said, I said, let's make beer clear again. You know, that was a while ago, and then you capitalized on it. There you go.
I made this T-shirt fucking months ago. So I've sold one to obviously. Well, Brian was the originator. He bought my Yeast Lives Matter T-shirt as well.
Yeah, nice.
Nobody else has bought that. Nobody else has bought that.
And what people don't understand, all these vegans, yeast is an animal, man. There is no such thing as vegan beer. It's a myth. It's like religion. It's all fake. Yeah, there is no
an organism. It's a living organism with feelings.
Your feelings, emotions, children, birthdays,
constantly
moils. Yeah,
exactly.
They're fuck bunnies. You're drinking a bunch of fuck bunny juice.
And anyway, yeah, so I sold one to somebody in New Zealand, someone in Washington State, and someone in Wales. So that's
no one lives in Wales.
I know.
Only small leprechauns that are assholes.
I saw him a couple of weeks. I saw him about a month ago now.
I didn't say names. I didn't say names. You did that.
No. It was good. It was good to see him. The lunatic.
The lunatic.
He's a lunatic.
He is a bit.
I get all choked up when I think about him.
He sent me a picture of his full English breakfast, what he'd had in Mallorca yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking massive. So for everybody else, subscribers of Real Ale Craft Beer, Simon had a massive fry up yesterday.
I like a massive fry up.
No. It was too big. It was too big. It was like two of everything.
There's not. No, that's what I got when I was in England. It was great.
Too much.
With double haggis. Oh fuck
you're
yeah!
making me feel ill.
Yeah, I said leave the baked beans. Keep your fucking baked beans. Keep your tomatoes. I don't need that. Give me extra fucking black and white pudding. Give me extra sausage, extra bacon, extra haggis.
Yeah,
and then I made the best fucking English fry up I've ever seen in the coffee pot. It was beautiful. I'm like, look at this. Look at this shit.
That was good.
And I ate all, and it was good. And I want to do it again until I die. And
fry-ups are like the ultimate.
Yeah, fry-ups are the best. And then you got the crazy ass pork pie when we were in that shopping mall. What the fuck was that
massive.
All about?
I didn't realize it was that big.
Can I have the one that's the size of my fucking head?
Never.
Black.com.
She never said that. Black.com. Kanye West's favorite channel.
Yeah. Well,
man's got good taste. I like raw. My personal preference. I like the Gonzo quality to it, despite being still high quality production value. I'm appreciating it on multiple levels.
I just happened to watch that in 4K.
You didn't. That would be horrendous if you can watch.
Oh yeah.
If anybody's watching porn in 4K, you've got a big TV and live on your own.
A bit the movement and the motion at 60 frames per second of just whoa.
I will watch porn at 1K. I don't give a fuck. I came from that day where you had to like blink to make sure the screen came into fucking. You could actually see the whole screen because it kept on looping.
I'm going 144. That'd be my personal preference.
144.
Yeah, a bit jerky, bit.
It's like seizure porn.
Well, that's it. I mean, back in the day when pictures used to.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah. That was foreplay back then because you're like, oh my god, is that a breast? No, it's an elbow. Okay, no, a little bit more. Okay, yeah, it was good times.
Exactly.
Kids don't understand that.
No.
No. No. I probably shouldn't tell you about that for legal reasons.
Calm down. Calm down. But yeah, Can't Piss Up 2019 is coming. And I got this wild bug up my ass yesterday.
Yeah, so Craig was saying, I don't know if he probably is one of the few people still watching this shit show.
Yeah.
He was saying, I'm really worried that what Paul's expectations of Kent is.
I have no expectations. I don't go into things having expectations. That's what makes it so much nicer.
We've got to go to Wetherspoons because it's like the biggest bar in Europe.
Yeah. And if we go to Witherspoons, I'm going to get mixed fucking grill and I'm going to have a great time.
We'll go on curry night and on steak night.
Oh,
yes.
Fuck yeah. Mixed grill the fuck out of it.
Boil in the back.
You have to go get the Witherspoons coffee you make yourself, right? And you're good.
It's actually meant to be I was talking to somebody from that area recently, and it's actually a really nice spot. It's like out on the front.
We're gonna have to go get a Ramsgate Pale Ale to see if it's actually shit, because the one we had was fucking horrendous.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
No. It was really funny. That plagues the poor lad, and to this day, he was really like, oh yeah, Paul got to try some gads, and it was just this, and it was absolutely bollocks.
Yeah,
he feels like he was misrepresented.
I have to assume he was, because that was the only beer we didn't finish. No, there was 2 beers. We didn't finish one from Marble. I think it was that was literally apple cider vinegar. So we didn't finish that, and we didn't finish the Ramsgate Pale Ale. So I mean, yeah, that says something about how bad it was.
Yeah,
and
it was a pretty bad pint.
Jack, make better beer, asshole. Oh no, he does Adam. Adam was fucking fantastic. Not Marble. But yeah,
I don't think I was there to try the Atom beer.
No, I tried it at my house. And they were fucking fantastic.
Well, I'm glad.
I'm glad you bought them with my money.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you can't bitch.
Can you actually remember what beers you have owed to you?
No, absolutely not. You think I fucking remember that? Fuck no. One day I couldn't remember how the hell I got back.
I could essentially drink.
You could 90%. You smashed every beer, every fucking thing I ever bought. You smashed already. Yeah, you drank half of what I fucking bought already. So I mean, and I actually, I was buying everything from you like you were my other half, which was fine. I liked it. Yeah, literally, you could have sent me 3 beers in the mail. That's all you left. I guess so.
Yeah.
I remember the one day I woke up in the hotel room and I did not know how I got into the hotel room. Like, I go, okay, how the fuck did I end up back here? Like, it was one of those moments. Yeah. And then I had to watch the videos of me saying goodbye to you on the train and all this and the walk. And I'm like, oh, that's what happened.
Oh, that's how I got home.
Yeah, because I had no fucking idea how I got back into that hotel room. I was, oh my God, where the hell am I? Where's Peter? Like, I was like one of those kind of deals. I'm like, let me look at the videos. Oh, fuck, he went home. Okay, that's why.
He just left an hour ago. How do I not remember this?
No clue. Yeah. That was a good night. That was the funny night because I told the guys, because Rob fucked off, that is the night we drank the most, even though that was the day we were supposed to drink the least.
Yes, that was like day. Oh, everyone's got to leave the next day, but it's like, no, we will drink.
Yeah. No, that was the first day. That was Monday or Tuesday. You had to go back.
Yeah.
And I was by myself for a day or something like that. And, okay, let's just take it cool, walk around Manchester, have a few beers, find a J.W. Lee's pub, we're good. And then you go on your train, you have a nice day. And it escalated quickly.
Yes.
And then it was 12% beers in J.W. Lee's, and then it was more beer after that. Then we went here. Then we went to another place that I don't even fucking remember, and I flicked some guy's nipple. And then there was the fucking shit going on. I remember throwing up at some point in time because I got so much beer in me so quick. I went, boof. I'm like, whoop! I drank too fast. It was one of those kind of things. I wasn't drunk.
I'm sure that was in like that real shithole pub that we went to where I'm sure it had like Titanic, like golden ale or something like that.
Yeah, and I got it, and I'm like, woo! I was like, whoa, and I was pretending I was like, and I went back to peeing because I was peeing. The toilet was there. I'm like, whoa, went back to. I'm like, I didn't throw up. It wasn't me. And then I went back and I started drinking again, but I started a little slower that time because I was like, whoop, whoop, you know,
tone it down a bit.
Yeah, but by that point in time, we were already fucked.
Yeah.
And at that point in time, I don't remember how we got from that place to the train station, and how I got from the train station back to my hotel. All that was a blur. That's why I got that wild hair up my ass. I was going, Peter, we're the two most awkward motherfuckers to be traveling in places we don't know where we're going. Let's go to Scotland together. This will be amazing.
It just makes sense.
It does. Well, you were just talking about having a beer vacation, like a beer trip, Yeah. And I'm like, we went to Manchester and stuff. Well, you know Manchester already enough to figure it out. Now you know it a lot better.
Yeah.
But I'm like, let's just go to Scotland for no reason. And let's go to like an isle and go to like a distillery.
Let's go offshore.
Let's go offshore. Let's have a fucking in a boat. When you're in a boat, that's a fucking adventure.
Yeah.
If there's a boat involved, you know you're going on a fucking adventure. And I was like, we should do this. And I figure if you pay for the travel, I pay for the lodging, and we'll split the rest. Ta-da!
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
That's a perfect plan.
I might have to rent a car at some point in time because I'd like to go see Loch Ness. But other than that, I have to learn the whole other side of the road thing. Other than that, fucking cherry. Because you think you got Glasgow, Aberdeen, Edinburgh, Loch Ness, Isle of Arran. Then we can go. I mean, we'll hit Berwick upon Tweed because I have to. But then we can go south a little bit. Maybe meet everybody up in Newcastle just for a fucking night on Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
Just everybody meets up for like one day. We all see each other again. Get shitty in Newcastle. And like every day is a different fucking place. We don't hang around one place more than one day. Just hit.
That sounds good to me.
Hit.
Yeah, move on.
9 days, 7 places, see what happens.
Well, I'll be down for that.
Fuck yeah. Now that's what I'm talking about.
So we aiming 2020 for that trip?
Yeah, 2020. I figure October. Cold, dreary, miserable. Yes. That's what I like. Cold, dreary, miserable.